Mike G, of course I was eating. That's what took me so long to get here. I couldn't stop. I was not about to ban you tonight. Fam, you know what I think I'm gonna do? To make up for this, tonight and tomorrow night, okay? Cause it's you remember the TTC, the trash talking circle? Had my boy C. McCarver Jr. and a host of others. This is Niners Hate Week. Hate, man, I'm telling you right now, because the fact of the matter is, there is now a bond between us and that city of brotherly love, and it ain't nothing nice. It is going back for, the trash talking that has taken place since last year up until now. Ooh. The only bad thing I think about in this game. Wait, did I forget something? Ooh la la, ooh la la, yeah yeah, ooh la la, ooh la la. Because we are in the number 2 seed right now, and I doubt if that changes. I really do. As far as the two, I'm looking for the one. But of course, the Bills. You can't send a bill in to get a job what a 49er has to do. But 49ers open as a 2.5 point favorite versus Eagles in Week 13. Did you see that coming? I did not. I said, well, I guess we'll probably be a 2 point underdog. The bettors say the betting line has just said no, no, no. The Niners are coming into Week 13 to play an Eagles team that has a superior 10-1 record at home, and they'll just sit back waiting for the arrival of the Niners. And then the underdogs in their own house with the best record in the NFL. Woo! The only drawback on that is if I'm them, if it's our team, and the guys are coming in and supposed to be favored to beat us, well, I'd be pumped. Pumped! So I hope the Eagles don't play besides themselves because they're all pissed off about the embarrassment, the disrespect, the insult. In their own house. You got the best record in the league. You guys are underdogs. Eagle fans, I hope you listen to watching tonight. Because I tell you what, come on in and talk that trash. Do it. Ain't even favored to win. This is the first time in NFL history that this has been the case. Tonight we'll go to the phones and discuss how betting fans' feelings are affecting the Vegas betting line as early as today, Monday. The question is the Niners 2.5 point favorite edge over the Eagles something you might have expected? I'll tell you the truth, I did not. I did not. I mean, I know I've been complaining. Nobody cries about this more than I do, and I probably have to stop doing it. But I keep watching the Eagles every week stumble. You're watching the screen. What the hell just happened there? Ref, what are you what? Oh, and then you guys make a mistake. Every 3 or 4 games I've really paid close attention to, they didn't really win. The other team just donated the game to them as if it was scripted. What was Dak Prescott thinking we stepped out of bounds? Hit in front of the goal line. What are you doing? Dive for the line, you idiot. You can win the game. CeeDee Lamb. I'll stand here. Let me get up space from the goal line. All right. Guys, hey, tackle me, guys. Hurry up. And no touchdown. They did everything they could. Cowboys did everything they could to allow that game to go to the Eagles. Now, who beat the Cowboys to death? We did. See, these things translate in my mind as, well, the Cowboys came close to beating them at home. We beat the Cowboys at home. No. They came to us, didn't they? Yeah, I wish we would have been there, but that'd have been nice. You look at all things being equal, it doesn't really make sense that the Eagles would beat the 49ers this week, right? But as I say, they're Houdini of the NFL this year. They keep escaping, except for the one time the Jets. No, man, y'all ain't getting out of here, man. We got a good defense, and we don't need no points because guys just ain't all that, and they beat them. Oh, by the way, fam, Robert Beal Jr. is now activated. That could be a really good thing because George Odom, as you know, has been put on the IR. Now, Robert Beal Jr. is not your quintessential edge rusher. He's lean and really fast. So I don't know. He's not George Odom. George Odom was one of the baddest boys in the league when it comes to special teams. So we're going to miss him. I'm worried. But did you see Luda Jr. make that play against the Hawks? We might be okay. I don't know if Luda Jr. is going to be George Odom, but I got Beal out there, I got Odom. These are great athletes, so we'll see. But anyway, the Eagles are coming off another one of their thrilling wins versus a good team as they've been doing all season long, which is really annoying. But it's not enough to make them favorites for a rematch of the NFC CG this upcoming Sunday. Rematch. Play it back. Most books have the Niners as a 2.5-point favorite versus the Eagles in Philly. And as I mentioned, the Eagles have the best record, 10-1, in the NFL. They are also coming off wins versus the Cowboys, Chiefs, and Bills. Those are all supposedly good teams. That said, the argument for the Niners being favored is fairly straightforward. Forget that. The Niners are absolutely rolling after the 3-game slip before the bye week. Jake Moody. The Niners recently destroyed both the Jags and Hawks away from home and also blew out the Cowboys early in the year. A team the Eagles just did squeak by. Deebo and Ayuk, right? The locker room today was jumping. The locker room, the reporters came in and asked him all kind of questions. Deebo and BA addressed reporters after practice, downplaying the emotional connection between Sunday's game. Both players vocal about their disappointment after last season's defeat, as they have been all along. Nothing unusual about that. They previously suggested that the better team failed to come up on top. Nothing wrong with that. I firmly believe that. This is not just seeing things through a red and gold colored lens either. I mean, the 49ers were just hell last year. I mean, they were in fact, the defense. This defense is good, but I don't know if they're better than one last year. We're going to find out. Regarding the upcoming rematch, so Deebo is saying things like, I don't have no feelings right now. Just be ready for Sunday and see how it goes. Deebo did say the things you're supposed to say about the Eagles haven't been impressive this season. He went on to say, quote, it's not about revenge. It's another game on the schedule. We're going to take that like any other game, unquote. Tell him, Deebo. See, PR practice. I think they got people to come in and tell you what not to say, how to react toward this type of statement, how to react toward that type of statement. Not this at the time. All the 49ers have been up in front of the media long enough to know what to say, what not to say. But when asked about James Bradbury, Deebo said, oh, hell no, I ain't being nice about this. Deebo refused to be nice. I'm glad he did. As he was asked about that statement of referring to Mrs. Bradbury's baby boy as being trash, Deebo could be quoted saying, I don't regret a word I said. Unquote. When Ayuk was questioned by the reporters, he pointed out the obvious, referencing the Eagles' one loss this season and stating, quote, they're a good football team. Unquote. And neither player was showing any interest in discussing the aftermath of the NFCCG loss. BA, in fact, shut down reporters. The questions kept coming, right? Because reporters keep probing, and they want you to say the wrong thing so they get printed up, get it all going. I just, man, come on, man, that's old. Get away from Stop. Last season, we didn't witness what a healthy Brock Purdy could achieve. This is Ayuk against that Eagles defense. Brock suffered a torn UCL in his throwing arm early in that game, as you know. Limited Niners offense affected Coach Shanahan's game plan. Yes, people say no, we should have still won. No, how you go? Whatever you worked on all week long is out the window. So now you're just out there ad-libbing. That's not going to work against an NFL team that's of that caliber. Well, Ayuk when asked if he was excited to see Purdy play against the Eagles. Oh, no, Deebo, I'm sorry. Deebo said, I'm excited to see Brock every day he steps out there on the field. Whether it's practice, whether it's games, whether he's sitting in his car, going to the convenience store, I don't care, man. I'm just delighted to see Brock Purdy. He didn't say all that. Whatever it is, it's exciting that he's back. Unquote. Fam, the Niners have rebounded from last month's 3-game losing streak to come out beating up 3 competitive teams with authority. I'm talking about with thunder. The Cowboys can't say that. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Anyway, the Niners now have an opportunity to narrow that gap with the Eagles in the NFC playoff picture at 10-1. Philly boasts the NFL's best record, while the 49ers are in the driver's seat for the second seed in the NFC. No worries, fam. Really. With an average of over 30 points in the last 3 games, we're back at tearing things up. We don't just barely squeak out games, we beat that ass. Yeah, an improvement from 17 points scored in each of the 3 losses. The question does arise, though. Has the offense reached its full potential yet? This is a scary question, huh? Deebo responded with, quote, no, not yet, not yet. It's still a lot of stuff that we have to work on. What if they reach that potential another couple of weeks from now? That means they'd be peaking and going, oh my God. Just look back at the third quarter we had against the Seahawks going on with you. We just can't do things like that and just go out there and play the ball that we know we can play, unquote. Ayuk also takes pride in the 49ers' prowess of late, ability to rebound from the 3-game mess and regain momentum. He was asked if the winning streak positions the team well for the crucial upcoming match. Winning streak positions that the team is ready for the crucial matchup coming up. To which he did respond by saying, I think so. I think we wanted to win 3 games in a row, regardless of whoever is coming up for us. But we definitely feel like we're in a good spot after losing 3 in a row. To bounce back and win 3 in a row, let me scratch. That's back. 3 in a row puts us in a better spot for sure. Unquote. Brandon Ayuk. One more thing, fam, before we go and get to that phone. Hassan Reddick. Of all MFs to say a word. You boy. Hassan, you got to know, man, you're going to get hit with blocks that are probably going to be a little illegal this year. There's going to be people doing things to you that you're going to be screaming, hey, ref, what was that? What? And the 49ers walking away laughing. Boy, Hassan Reddick recently shared candid thoughts on the offseason banter between the 2 teams. Reddick said via Sports Radio 94 Whip, quote, talk is cheap. They get to come back in the link. It was a lot of boo-hoos last year, a lot of crying, a lot of what if, a lot of this, a lot of that. They get a chance to come back in here line that oh, Hassan. Oh, that bleep up, shut the bleep up and prove it again. Thank you, Hassan. Yeah, you keep talking, bro. Keep on talking, unquote. Game on! Let's do this! Oh, man. Of all people to be talking trash. Logan Enterprise broadcast today. I can't make a score prediction this week. What I will predict is bad officiating and dirty birds doing dirty things. Maybe, fam, but, they might let this game play because it's being watched too closely. That's going to probably be the biggest watched game of the week. It ain't even on during prime time either. And we go down to Papa Dragon. Pop, come on in here, Pop.
What is up, fam?
Pop,
What's going on?
Just get them hashes, stirring things up. You know what I'm saying? Because this is that week we circled way back and into summer,
This
Pop,
is that week.
Yeah, man, Pop. And Pop, what are your observations on this? Because I'm looking at a team that has escaped on numerous occasions this year versus a team that had just beat hell out of people and a team that it can't wait to get back to the Eagles. The 49ers could be playing this team in Anchorage, Alaska, and I believe they'd still be excited about getting out on the field with them. Revenge is a factor in this game. But, Pop, being grown men, that cannot be the determining thing. You got to come in there as fuel. What are you thinking here, Pop?
Well, I'm thinking straight up, man, that, I'm not surprised because of the spread, right? We got a healthy 49er team coming in. And, right now, if McCaffrey and Trent Williams and Deebo are playing, Brock Purdy doesn't lose, right? And he has to be there as well, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, from that particular standpoint, with the all-pros that they have, you want to sit there and say, yeah, I completely understand a 2.5-point favorite. But you know what? a bad decision, a bad scheme, a bad play
That's all
can
it takes.
change everything, just like
Yep.
it did last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we went in against a team that had the most sacks in the league last year,
Ridiculous.
and we proceeded to underestimate Reddick just because he came from the Cardinals. We expected that we're going to block him with a tight end who wasn't even active the week before.
Yeah.
So Philadelphia has weaknesses and they have strengths, right? Their strength is, the line of scrimmage is the strength on the offensive side. The defensive side is 20th against the run, so we should be able to run. They're also vulnerable against the short pass.
Badly
The
too.
biggest issue that, yes, biggest issue they have, biggest issue that they have moving forward is they have been playing a lot of tight games.
Every
And
week.
you keep saying to yourself, yeah, it's a lot of tight games. Are they going to get got? Is this the week that they finally get got? Because I watched the Buffalo game and I saw a Buffalo team, to me, that was completely outplaying the Philadelphia Eagles.
Right? That's not the
And
first time that happened this year with the Eagles. I've seen that 3 or
oh
4
yeah,
times.
they
They get outplayed and they
completely
win.
got outplayed. Well, see that, what that tells me, honestly.
Winners.
Remember Tom Brady. Tom Brady's got four Super Bowls by combined 12 points.
You
Four.
didn't know.
You understand?
Yes.
That tells me that when it comes to Philadelphia, if you don't step on their throat, cut the head off, and bury it,
Yep.
you could lose the game.
Yep.
So it's like 5 quarters. It's 5 quarters of football that it's going to take. And there's a lot of things. The biggest problem they have right now is that Jalen Hurts still hasn't reached his prime as a passer. So when he gets pressured, he doesn't really react in the same way that Purdy does. He reacts like a player who is a little bit inexperienced in that pocket and what to do with the ball. So that's their biggest Achilles heel. And we got the deepest defensive line coming into town this week. The deepest, right? So they should be able to put pressure on him all night long. But believe me when I tell you, if the 49ers don't step on the throat, and if they don't take Hassan Reddick seriously, and if they go in there and they're their typical arrogant ass selves walking down with the boom box, what I see in Jalen Hurts is a dog. I see a dog, Ronbo. When I see him on the sideline, he is intense. So I wasn't surprised when they won that game. That's because Buffalo didn't step on the throat. So the 49ers have to step on the throat. And number two, they have to treat Reddick with the same respect that they give to Parsons, right? Because when we play Parsons in Dallas, we take Parsons out of the game, right? We're not trying to block him with a backup tight end.
Yeah.
If they show the Eagles the same kind of respect that they have for Parsons for Reddick, then the 49ers are very well capable of winning this game if they step on the throat. They have to step on it, Ronbo. It can't be, okay, they're down 4 points with a minute and 12 seconds left and one timeout. Oh, we got this. No, it can't be
Don't jump
that.
and prevent. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't jump and prevent. Prevent's not going to work. They got to play these boys hard and all night long. Number two, I don't know what it is about Philadelphia in that stadium, man, but those referees are not going to be our friends. They're going to be our enemies. So we got to face them. We got to face the refs. But the reality is that the 49ers can win this game if the scheme is right. It's all on Kyle. People want to say it's on Brock. No, it's on Kyle. Kyle has got to make sure he protects his young quarterback. He's got to make sure he starts the best 5 offensive linemen. Because Burford practiced, right? Burford practiced.
Yeah, no,
He's
he's
back in
on.
practice.
Yeah.
And that scares me. So the reality is that the best offensive line is to go out there and they need to shut Reddick out. Don't let Reddick destroy your game like he did last year.
Mm-hmm.
Respect number 7. And this will go a long way to winning this game, in my opinion. We should be able to they have the ability to beat the team by 14 points. That's what it's going to take. You got to beat them by 14.
We got to stop it. Reddick is a marked man, and he's out here talking trash too. Oh God, yes, yeah. Fam, boy, I tell you, let me see. You know what? I think I'm coming back tomorrow too because I came in way too late today. Let me see you tomorrow, fam.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure.
Good stuff as usual.
We'll bookmark it.
All right.
All right, Ronbo, stop production.
Thanks, Bob. All right, fam. Have a great night. Yeah, this is what this is like as a TTC the hate week because man, the Eagles, man, that's got to be a whooping. They cannot slide by like they did. So the Eagles been sliding by all year to a 10-1. Phil, chill. Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil, come on in, man, because
well, it's the week we penciled in at the beginning of the season.
13 weeks ago, exactly.
Yep.
God.
Well, here we go. But I think we're a better team.
I do too.
The reason Philly's got a better record is they play in a weaker division. They played weaker division. The AFC East is not as good as we thought they were going to be, especially with Aaron Rodgers going down the first game. And New York Giants are terrible. Washington Commanders are terrible.
By the way,
we had to play the
Jets still
AFC
beat them,
Central,
even without Aaron. So, that's really funny that you mentioned that game. That's the only loss they've got to the Jets.
I know. Well, they should have had a few more.
Yeah.
I mean, this is back-to-back games. They got outplayed for 3 quarters.
Just sliding by at the end. They say that's a mark of a champion,
and
though,
they
Phil.
win at the end.
That's weird.
And, yeah. So, and all these so-called franchise quarterbacks make mistakes at the end to give them the game.
Like it was rehearsed.
Like Patrick Mahomes throws an interception in the red zone, and Josh Allen misses the guy in the end zone.
Yeah, but you know what? He was supposed to turn that in. What was he thinking?
I don't know.
Again, like
throw
you're
it
saying,
to the
though,
receiver at that
they're
point.
getting luck. Well, he was throwing it into a spot. He was supposed to turn that play in toward the middle, and because Josh put it right there, and his ass is running to the left. I said, "What the? What?
Yeah, well,
oh man! Oh,
Josh should have seen where he was though, and thought, "Hey, he can't catch it if I throw it to the spot I threw it to." So,
well, and there is that. That's true.
So, I mean, you could put it on both of them.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, the Eagles, they kicked a 60-yard field goal with the rain, and when you think about it, they kick a 60-yarder, we miss a 40-yarder, and that's the difference between the two teams. So, so anyway, we're going to win this game, all right? And then we got to pray Philly loses one more. But,
we just got to do our part. You got to beat them.
That's the way it comes down to it. If not, we have to beat them in Philly again. And that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I just would like to not have to go to that cold place to play. I want them to come to San Francisco. And if you beat them now, then you have the advantage because of head-to-head competition.
Well,
right?
I tell you what, we go to Philly twice and beat them. The talk about Brock Purdy will be done.
Ooh, that's gonna sail.
Yeah.
Nobody wants him more than
That
Brock.
ship will be long gone.
He probably feels responsible for that loss. He got hurt, but he's learned a lot. Step up in the pocket, number one, and Hassan will be dealt with. Phil, every
And
guy in the
Burford
team sees
practiced
Hassan
today,
Reddick
so
coming. They're
he's
gonna
going to be
clip him.
back
They're
in the
gonna chop
starting
him.
lineup.
Who?
So everybody practiced today. There's really nobody on the injured list. So
I know, right? They're serious.
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And as far as the special teams with Luter and Womack and Beal, we'll be better at special teams. So than not having Odom. So
And Luter is really
wasn't Womack
good.
the guy who caught the ball on the 2-yard line or 1-yard line and pushed it back to our team and put
He's been special for the
Seattle
last
in a
2
hole?
years. Yep. These guys are getting healthy just in time. And fresh because they haven't been playing all season long, which is a good thing.
So, and I just when you look at Philly, their defense is not very good. They're bottom third in defense. Their offense has been scoring, but it's like they make it on third down and fourth downs is where they have it. They're efficient. But what I would do, Ronbo, for that tush push, if you're on the goal line and they're setting up for the tush push, what I would do is put Kinlaw in the middle, and as soon as they bend their head down to snap the ball, blow them up. Everybody go and just put their offensive lineman on their keister. They get half the distance to the goal, which may be a couple of inches. Very next play, you blow them up again.
Yeah.
And you just keep doing it.
They're going to try to bootleg on you if they sense that you're going to do that. But you know what? Just to dishearten them immediately, you're right. I love that. Yeah. The biggest guys we got up in front.
Blow them up again. And then if they flinch, it's a 5-yard penalty, and they can't do the tush push anymore. So I would blow them up. What do you got to lose?
Nothing. You got everything to gain.
Half the distance to the goal is going to be a half a foot or something like that. So who cares?
They've got to be made a little fearful of trying that, and that's all it would take. You get into their head, Phil, just like you're saying, now they're going to do things like jump. Now they're going to be anxious. Now they're going to be a little twitchy.
There might be some other things. They're going to think about it. Are they coming and going to slam me and not get the jump off the snap? That's what I would do right off the bat. Just blow them all up. All your defensive linemen just go right into them and knock those guys on their keister. That's what I would do.
I'm sure they're talking it over. The defense is probably trying to work that out now, because they've had too much time. They probably been working on this for weeks.
I mean, it's hard to stop if you're just playing straight up.
That's why I know they're going to come.
So don't play straight up. Blast them.
Yeah. And
At
I want
least get that
a
in their
submarine guy, and I want a guy coming up top. You guys could get underneath that and just ruin everything. And like you're saying, Kinlaw's the right guy too. Yeah. I know they got a plan for that.
Hargrave's a little small, but Kinlaw is huge. He's hard to move. So him and Armstead.
Oh, yeah. Strength. Man, we're going to go, Phil. Appreciate that stuff.
Right,
I can't wait.
We'll talk to you tomorrow, huh?
Looking forward to it, yes. All right, fam.
You going to be on tomorrow?
Oh, definitely. This is the week.
All right.
This is an intense week.
Let's go. This is it.
Yes.
This is when the rubber hits the road.
Yeah. Bam. Night, Phil.
All right, Ronbo. But aren't you feeling better than if you were a Rams fan right now?
Everybody should be. 2 years in a row after a Super Bowl. See you tomorrow, Phil.
All right, Ronbo. Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Vader!
What's going on, Robert? How you doing this evening?
Vader doing awfully good, man. I'm telling you, man. Now the heightened. You notice how every nerve in your body's tingling? This is that game that you wanted to see last year that you're going to get to see in a few days. I really want to know the truth. Because the Eagles are talking about saying, Man, oh man, you come up with that excuse? What kind of it? That's not an excuse, you dumb.
Yeah.
I can't say everything I said after I heard that, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, yeah,
What are you thinking?
yeah, I'm there with you. I mean, I've been anticipating this game. I just pray that, everybody's healthy right now, so that's a good sign. I think the playing on Thanksgiving ha- kind of helped us because we got a couple of extra days of rest.
Mm-hmm.
Philly's coming off a Sunday night game, and
That they pulled out
that they
again.
pulled out again. It's
Jesus.
crazy because they should be going on a 2-game losing streak right now.
I
Because
had them beat in the third quarter. I said, "Oh, we
if
got
they
them."
just caught that ball in Kansas City, so, they get a loss. If the Bills would have made another catch, and Brock Purdy would have made that throw, brother, all day, every day. So, again, with all these haters on Brock Purdy, it's just, it's amazing that they
Well,
just
yeah,
still
that's
doubting this kid. The way
that's
he
fine.
threw that ball, the way he's throwing that ball into 4 defenders, a little scary, but timing's just impeccable, Ronbo.
It's
So
touch. Boys got
it's
touch.
touch, and I trust him, man. So
And, yeah, and
hopefully we
Vader,
got.
I'd rather not
Go
be
ahead.
a coward, because Kyle's sitting over there pooping bricks. But Kyle, you know what? You're one of the reasons why this offense can't explode. Leave him alone. If he messes up, okay. But if he doesn't, don't discourage
Right,
him. And
but
Kyle was all
but
over him.
right, and I think we were saving Deebo for this game. We let him loose a little bit on Thanksgiving. He did his Debo thing, and I think I'm going to see big plays from Debo and Kittle.
Especially Debo. They're all
I
pissed off.
just, yeah, I think they're pretty upset, and I hopefully we rotate our running back too. I want us to run the ball a little more, not just with McCaffrey, but we can go ahead and get Mason in there maybe a little bit, and
Yeah.
just kind of keep three running backs for this game. And I think Kyle learned from last year not to be putting Mr. Wonder in there to cover Riddick, so we don't run into that issue.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, we don't have McGlinchey's not there. McGlinchey's not there, and I think the other cat's been playing a little better on the right side.
Oh yeah, right.
So,
Well,
right.
no, it's
I
hard
know,
to
but it's
no,
hard.
it's
It's
hard to
hard.
measure that
Yeah,
because he's
absolutely.
better than McGlinchey as far. But run blocking, Mike's still better. But you know what? We're running fine.
Yeah, we're running. Oh, and then we got Trent. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well,
How
yeah,
about Riddick's more than welcome to come over to the other
yeah.
side and kind of
You're
introduce
not.
himself to Trent.
He's
You
not
know,
coming over there.
yeah, he's not coming over. He'll run away with
Silverback is
Pendergast.
just too much.
It's too much. Oh, absolutely. But I got hopefully again, I think one of the callers brought it up a little while ago that Kyle I think is his own enemy. When we got the lead, let's kill the clock and let's run the ball. Let's
Yeah.
just play some nine. Let's keep it a simple, stupid. Let's run some niner ball and let's get out of there with the win. I
Yeah.
really don't care what the score ends up being because I know for a fact that we're going to be playing not only against the Philadelphia Eagles, but we're also going to be playing against that hostile territory and again the refs. The refs just blew a lot of calls on that Bills play, especially that horse collar. I mean, I give
I mean,
Trent
his clothes are
nothing.
ragged. He ripped
Yes, sir.
the
He
jersey's
ripped the
torn
back of his
up.
jersey. The evidence is all there. But I tell you what, you tell that punk ass to try to do that again this coming up Sunday, and see if we don't get the silverback out there, driving him to the ground again. Because
Oh,
they've already had a taste of Trent. They already had a taste of Trent when Trent picked up that player and threw him down.
I know, right?
Yeah,
That was a
and
nice body slam. That
I
was
can't I
WWE
can't.
style.
Yeah, exactly. And so and with Chase and Boza, I really, I'm a little worried about, again, like I stated, their stadium, their hometown, but I know our Niner faithful are going to show up as we always do, and our defense, man. I mean, I want to see how Jalen reacts to that defense when he's got just these two awesome pass rushers coming after. Remember, we got
Just
Gregory
two?
too, man. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
you got three.
three.
I look
Yeah,
for any
absolutely.
time to see Kinlaw, not Kinlaw, but Hargrave. I have a feeling he's going to make a
Hargrave,
difference.
yeah.
He's going to be a
Yeah,
Hargrave,
I
and you got
think
the two edge rushers
Hargrave's
just
gonna light it up. I just got a feel that feeling
over
too,
time.
Robo.
And also,
No, on this game,
yeah.
I think Hargrave's just gonna come alive.
And watch some film of Washington playing the Eagles. Do you know who's a
Yes,
menace the
sir.
whole time? It's
Oh,
always that dude that Nick Bosa calls his bro from
yeah.
from a long time ago. I can't wait. This is going to be interesting because now they got
Yeah.
no side that's going to protect.
No, exactly. So this is going to be pretty interesting. But again, I just want to get the win and get the hell out of Dodge. At the end of the day, get the win and let's get out of here. And
No, wait,
hopefully
wait,
we
wait,
put some.
fam. You got to have Trent do what he likes to do. When you win, Trent likes to go because you know how Trent's like a big dude. He don't care. Trent likes to walk right over to the edge of the stands and taunt the fans
Oh,
and
oh
and,
yeah, oh yeah.
and dare them to jump down on the field. Y'all mad? Come on down.
And then grab Hargrave and say, "Hey man, you paid the wrong guy. Peace and chicken grease. We'll see you guys later, man. And hopefully
I
they'll
like
get
the
another
peas and
loss
chicken.
after that." Oh yeah, that was always my peace and chicken grease. Have a nice day, gentlemen. But
Uh,
hopefully we get the win, Rombo. But you're
yeah.
gonna be on tomorrow, so I'm gonna keep it short and sweet
All right.
today. And again, shout out to my fam, TNT. Big show. I know a lot of people agree with them, disagree with them, but
Mm.
hey, this is what this platform's
Oh no,
for.
that's just
Everybody comes
fun.
with their
Yeah, yeah.
opinion.
We don't
Yeah,
need to all
everybody
agree.
comes with their opinion. Exactly. But when
Yeah.
you come with foolishness, we will retaliate with foolishness
Yeah.
sometimes.
See, that's got to be that way.
It's got to be that way. Just ridiculous comments, stuff like that. But hey, again,
But
we got Rams fans coming in. What are you gonna say? Anyways, you have a good night, Rombo.
too
Let
bad.
it go, let it go. Radio Rombo Sports, and you guys have a lovely evening.
Too bad. Look for you tomorrow, fam. All right.
Yes, fam.
And Evan.
Hey, Rombo, how's it going?
Oh, Evan, it's doing great, man. This is what I love about football feeling. You feel like that heightened, you're like every nerve is scraping along your skin surface. This game, I'm going to be a basket case all the way up until that game. And after it happens, if something goes wrong, you can feel your body exploding into just a mess, Because there's no reason why the 49ers cannot beat the friggin' Eagles. There really isn't. And when I look at all things, all the numbers, every aspect of their team, the good things, the bad things, I said, man, what? The 49ers got no business losing to the Eagles. But let me stop. You probably got an outlook on this, and the fact of the matter is that we're going to. What are you thinking?
Well, they're the team that's standing in the way of where we want to go and what we want to
Number
be.
one seed.
So
Yeah.
like your other caller says, I forget his name, but in order to be the man, you got to beat the man. And right now, they're the man. So we got to go in there and take care of business. And honestly, I wish they would just players would kind of stop talking and just let their
don't fuel the fire.
let their play do the talking for them. But I mean, in order to, there's two ways to stop that tush push. One is you got to keep them out of third and short.
Yep.
Secondly, you just all you got to do is mirror it. Put the offensive line out there, but instead of Brock at quarterback, put Trent Williams at quarterback and Chase Young and Bosa pushing him from behind. We'll see who gets the better push. Yeah, that's what they do in rugby. They mirror the scrum.
Yeah.
No one's
exactly what
tried
they're
it on
doing.
defense.
Exactly what they're doing.
Yep. Yep.
So they're going to
you
keep
gotta
doing that
get
until
like
the league's probably going to come down. There's probably going to be some discussion about whether the legality of that lineup is.
But
they're going to keep doing it
you know what?
until they're made to stop.
You know what, Rombo? They got a couple offensive linemen banged up, and that's due to them doing it all season. And in December when you get that chill in your bones and stuff starts hurting a little bit more.
It hurts worse.
Lane Johnson's got a groin.
Yeah.
Kelsey was gimping around yesterday.
And jumping off sides. Yep.
Yeah, so that play takes a toll on you. So, but yeah, as long as we keep them out of third and short,
and
that's
away
the
from
way
the
you
goal line.
neutralize that play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that. Our defense is not famous for allowing teams to get down to the goal line. I don't care who they are. So, I'm not real fearful of that actually.
No, I think we'll be okay, Rombo. we're gonna have, Kyle's gonna have a plan. The only thing that worries me is his brain fart in the third quarter that he seems to
Start doing
happen
things
in big games.
offensively that just aren't rational.
Yeah.
Anyway, Keith Wilkes, he's supposed to be the mastermind behind this. Although, do you still trust Keith Wilkes after Shanahan reprimanded him and embarrassed him and told him to bring his ass down from that booth, and we're going to do things a little differently now? And Wilkes came down in order to save face, said things like, "No, I fully agree that and no, you don't, Keith.
It's hard. It's hard to tell what actually
took place.
Remedied the defense, because that was the same week they kicked that Oliver off the field.
Yep.
And brought Ambry in. It happened at the same time after that bye week.
This was a decision made by a discussion. They came to that conclusion that Oliver needs to sit down, and we're going to move pieces around. And we're not going to play 15 yards off of the opponent.
Yeah.
And now we're moving in closer. We're playing man a little more often,
Yeah. But, in this game, they've got to have a spy on Hurts, because he's going to be looking to run. That's his MO. So I don't know if that's going to be Fred or, who's our third linebacker right now? Because Warren Burks is hurt, wasn't he?
Yeah. Is it Burks? Yeah. Do we have a third linebacker? Oh, yeah.
I thought it was Burks.
It is. I mean, what's the other guy's name? I see him. I just can't remember.
I know Odom was, but he's out. I think it was like the fourth one, though.
I'm going to come up with his name in about 10 minutes of it.
Anyway. Flanagan Fowles?
Yes. Flanagan Falls is underrated. I've seen him make some great plays on a number of occasions, but because he's beat out by the other guys who you just mentioned, he doesn't get a lot of rest. Flanagan Falls is not bad.
Well, I'd almost rather see Greenlaw spying Hurts, because he seems to have that sideline to sideline speed.
And exactly. That's exactly
and he's not
key.
and he'll put him on his ass too.
Regardless as to whether it's good judgment or not. He's out of bounds, fam. Let it get off him.
Yeah.
You guys are all the way up in the bleachers. Look, here comes the flag, see? That's the only thing I worry about with him.
Yeah, we got some good info from the game yesterday too, because it shows that the refs they're going to be against us. They always are, but even more so. So we're going to have to be playing against that and the crowd and the refs. So it's going to be a tough one, but I think the squad can do it. But like I said, they're in the way of where we want to go. So we got to take care of business.
Got to get ran over. Yep. And you know how bad the 49ers want to play these guys again? Because they felt like that was totally unfair last year. I mean, I got Christian McCaffrey having to run from line of scrimmage to get a touchdown. He shouldn't have to do that. But if he can do that, Eagles, you need to be worried.
Yeah, it'll be a good, measuring stick game. We'll see how, if what we're seeing on the field is real against a good team, or, if we have Cowboy syndrome, which I don't think is the case, but some people seem to think we haven't played anybody yet. But
really, well, you know what? What's the toughest team? I guess we beat the Cowboys. Who else did we beat that's worth a damn?
I mean, the Seahawks had a winning record when we played them.
I never took them. Did you ever take them seriously? I never for one moment took them seriously. Well, losing to the Cincinnati was bad. That made us look bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As far as championship caliber teams.
Ronbo, honestly, we should have the same record. It's just those, the Minnesota and Cleveland game.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What kind of did us in? But
I forgot about the Cleveland game. But that was a game where our kicker melted down. That's okay. We know why they lost those games. It wasn't necessarily because we got outplayed or they had better talent.
Yeah.
It was just,
I'm hoping they're practicing with a wet ball or something too, because we saw Purdy have issues with that last time it rained, and I know it's still a week out, but they're saying there's a chance of rain, so maybe 60%. Put a glove on his hand and get him used to that, because he struggled with it
Do the
in
thing
Cleveland.
with the water hose on the ball and make the quarterback. I wonder if that stuff works though. we
Yeah, who
gotta go
knows?
though, fam.
All right,
I'll
Ronbo.
see you tomorrow. I can't stop talking about this now. This is that week. All right.
Yep.
So I'll
Yep.
see you
All
tomorrow.
right. Have a good night, and shout out to everyone out there.
Thanks, fam. Night.
See you.
Go, Devin. Surge.
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Surge. Here we are. The week we've been waiting for since last year, end of the season. And we got to sit there and watch the 49ers
I've been waiting
get
for
all
this
ghetto-ish
game.
at the end of the game and pick a fight. I enjoyed it, though, when Trent Williams picked up that eagle and
No, screw the
body
fight. We're
slammed him
gonna
right
go
there
for
on
a
the
brawl.
turf. My God, you sons of bitches.
It's
You
gonna
know,
be
you-
a brawl. But I look. I just want to start off by saying, AJ, you gotta have the Eagles fans talk for you, huh? I see how it is. Because Deebo talks for himself, and for you to just be like, "Oh, Eagles fans, go ahead and talk shit to Deebo," like you can do it yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
You'll see on Sunday. And another thing is too, what I gotta say is, refs, get the fuck out of our way and let us play, because we're here to fucking
On both
just
sides.
go
right?
at it.
Just stay out of
Okay,
the way.
let the men be the men, and let us fight and let us play. Because if you come in and ruin it like you always have, oh my
Determine the
God,
game. They have no right to determine the game. Exactly.
you should just sit back, just like the fans, sit back and watch us play. Let us both go at it, and let the best men win. Don't get in the freaking way. Like that's all I want, is for them to get the fuck out of the way. Because this is gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a revenge game, and I think that the Eagles are now our rivals after this one, because there's been a lot of shit talking since last year.
Oh, so much.
Between both teams, and it's like we were never rivals with them. We were rivals with Cowboys and Packers and Seattle, and like the Eagles, I guess they're our new rivals, right? So we're
just
gonna
not
take
got
it out on
involved. The
them. We
Eagles
got
usually
everybody
they've had
back.
a couple of years, but I mean,
Yeah, we got everybody back, and last time we played you guys, we didn't have our MVP, and we're gonna have him this game. So you better watch out, because I'm sure he has something planned for you guys, and everyone is gonna play their best game, like if this is the championship game. This is gonna be an amazing game. I'm a little nervous because of the Revs and because we're playing at their house. But other than that, our team is not afraid of anybody, because we have monsters in our team.
oh yeah, the confidence level of the 49ers,
So,
they know what they're capable of. Yeah, oh yeah, no problem there.
yeah, I know that they are ready. They've been waiting for this game all season. You could tell, because after their those 3 losses and the bye, they're just back to the team that they've always been, And what we're known for, Niners, for the last 5 years, known for hard hits. Okay, so that's the only thing that worries me about the Revs. Like if we hit a certain person a certain way, Revs are gonna be throwing
Unnecessary
them flags,
roughness.
man.
I
But
know. We're gonna get that flag. Just
yeah,
rest
so
assured, we're gonna get that flag, because Fred Warner. I mean, Nick. Nick. No,
we
you know
got
what? Nick's
Fred
a
and
gentleman. Every time he
Greenlaw.
hits somebody,
So
it's never serious. But Greenlaw and Fred, my God,
oh no.
especially Greenlaw.
So
Fred has a little more control.
I dare you to hurt to freaking run the ball. I dare you, because we have those 2 in the back that are just gonna be ready to pop you, and we have Chase and we have Bosa just ready to smash you, because man, I just can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see them smash them.
And you know who knows? And you know who knows Eagles really well? Our new kid on the block, on the right side. I can already see where.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's going to be interesting to see.
You know what's so funny, Ronbo? Skip Bayless is going against us all season until we play the Eagles. He's going for us.
Bayless.
He wants us to beat the Eagles so
because
bad.
because the
my
Eagles are in
God,
his
he's so fucking
conference,
hilarious.
right? You know,
Yeah, I know.
ignore him.
But
Bayless is so full of crap.
yeah, I know. I just think I only watch it for laughter because it's so funny.
I know. I watch
But
it too.
we're ready, man. We're ready. We're ready. And not only do I hope that we beat the Eagles on the field, but I hope them Niner fans start beating them Eagle fans on the freaking stands too, because man, we need to teach them a lesson for talking smack, because that's why they call us Bang Bang Niner Gang, because we come in a group, we come in a whole gang of Niners. So you could talk, but trust me.
The Eagle fans are notorious for that. I'm sure they're going to have security is going to be heightened. It's going to be security's going to be tight in that stadium because Eagle fans don't have good sense when it comes to acting fool. They're actually as bad or worse than Raider fans, you know. So this is going to be an interesting game. Well, I mean, when the Raiders, you know what, the Raiders have watered down since they went to Vegas. They're not as silly as they were when they were in Oakland. It could be a little different there.
Yeah, I know. But they start doing pretty good. You know, they played good against the Chiefs, but you know, they just, I don't know what happened in the last quarter, but I don't know, man. I feel Brock's gonna have 4 touchdowns this game, and CMC is just gonna run right through them, man. I have a feeling, and Deebo. So I don't know. I'm just excited because our defense is way better than their defense for sure, 100%.
Yeah,
the only thing that they have good is their quarterback. Their quarterback is
their
you know, if they're behind, they come back.
Their pass rush is legit, but they just got one guy in the secondary that's worth being scared of. You know, because Bradbury, like Deebo says, is trash. And when you saw what's his name get hurt, he was winding up to get a dude on Bradbury at that time, and then they broke his arm. So you know what? They could be exposed. But we got to go, though, fam.
Yeah,
I'm going to be back tomorrow, and because I can't get enough of this between now and game day.
I'm excited. I'm so pumped. I can't wait.
This is the week. We've been waiting for this for 13 weeks, Serge. All right. I'll see you tomorrow,
we're going to shut everybody up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ronbo.
All right. Night, fam.
Yep.
Yeah. Boy, this is good. I can't wait for this. Hey, Michael.
Yeah, Ronbo, how's your night going, buddy?
Michael's going good. You know, anticipation's getting crazy, even though it's Monday.
Oh,
early in the week, you gotta wait.
It's getting crazy down here. A lot of Eagle fans, man. They're popping out of nowhere, and I'm working around saying, "Oh, you guys are ready for another rematch? Let's get it on. Let's get it round 2."
Michael, those people misunderstood what happened last place. They're walking
know what I told them?
and thinking they're
know
good.
What I did to piss them off? Yeah, but know what I did? I said, "Oh, my arm." The guy looked at me like, "Huh? Yeah, you hurt my quarterback's arm." I said, "I'm coming after you for hurting my man's arm."
Hey, Mike, let me ask you this question though: If what's his name goes down with an injury like that, are you going to be talking trash about beating that team? I mean,
I wouldn't talk trash. I feel bad for the poor kid that I did something I shouldn't done.
I might be grateful, but I'm not going to be sitting there boasting about, yeah, man, y'all came into the wrong place talking about winning the game, man. Y'all don't have, it didn't matter if you lost first quarterback, second quarterback, third quarterback. Y'all say, this is the kind of thing. What are you talking about?
I would never do that to somebody. You could have think that guy.
Detroit sucks, everybody.
No, Detroit don't beat nobody. How about Green Bay owns you guys? Green Bay owns you.
Oh, that's right.
Better watch out. There might be another one coming by.
I forgot about that game.
Yeah. There might be another team going after Detroit.
Oh.
Dallas could be another one.
Yeah. I like to see Detroit's schedule.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't celebrate. But guy that broke, I couldn't do that. I have another opponent doing that to somebody. I couldn't. I feel bad for the dude. He's like, yeah, you're happy you beat them, but you don't want to break their arms and you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, but I'm going to be proud of that to the point I'm going to walk around bragging.
No, I wouldn't
be proud.
I wouldn't be proud about that.
I still said, well, what's going to be y'all's excuse this week? What?
That's all right. We're going to beat them this time, and I'm ready. It's like a Mike Tyson fight. I'm ready. Let's get in the ring. I don't care how many rounds it goes. I'm ready to take out the Eagles. Eat that bird again. go up that statue. They got that statue with Rocky Balboa. I'll put the 49er jacket right back up there.
Oh, that
Put the
pisses them
Niners
off.
jersey up there.
Remember they said that
Oh,
pisses them
good.
off. That fires them
How
up.
about this? You know what really pissed them off? How about if I get on one of those airplanes that says San Francisco Niner Gang, bang, bang, with Ronbo Sports going across Eagle Street?
Slide a 49er jersey on them, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, but I think the main thing, I think we're gonna beat them. I feel bad. Buffalo should have won, but a lot of the referees played a lot of dirty plays, man. They didn't call on, horse collars and all that. I was pissed. I mean, Buffalo got screwed, and I'm afraid to say Buffalo might not even make the playoffs after this because they got Kansas City after the bye.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they are.
Buffalo's in a lot of trouble.
What's their record?
They're sinking like Titanic. They're sinking like back in the days. Oh, back in the days.
Wait, Mike, aren't they? Aren't they 500 right now?
5-6. They could go 5-7 if they lose
below
to Kansas City.
500.
Yep.
Oh, somebody's gonna get fired at the end of this season. It might be over.
I think the coach might. I think who might be the next coach? Belichick. He might be going out of New England. If Buffalo guys goes by, maybe they'll bring in Belichick.
Wouldn't that be?
He wants to try to go after Shula's record, 19 wins, and Buffalo might. No, Shula gets fired, and the coach for Buffalo gets fired. He's going to go. Shula would definitely. Shula, Patriots coach would probably go to Buffalo. He's got a good team. He can build. He's got a good quarterback, receivers. He can build.
No, I have
no. They were second. He was talking about the Chargers, another team, but I'm just waiting, man. I just can't wait. 4:25, Channel 5, Eagles and Niners. I can't wait. A lot of Eagles fans might. I got my daughter versus me. That's gonna be funny. That's funny. Father and daughter.
This is gonna be a good game.
I know.
Because the 49ers got a lot of heat about this game. And
we gotta beat this game.
Out.
I'll tell you this: we gotta win this game because if we don't, Eagles will take number 1 seed. There's no way nobody's gonna stop them. They're like a breakthrough. I mean, we can stop them in the playoffs, but we want to get that home field. That's the key. We want to get that number 1 seed.
Because I don't feel like playing on the East Coast.
Deal with number 2.
In that
yeah,
month.
I mean, if I want to deal with number 2, I'll deal with number 2. But I want to go for 1 so I can get that extra day to relax before I don't want to be sitting there. And I'm just wondering, Baltimore's another team I want to beat because I'm afraid with Baltimore too.
You see, I really am concerned about Baltimore.
Baltimore,
yeah, because the way the Eagles been tiptoeing around and sliding by every week.
They're like little mice. The Eagles are like little mice. They creep around and you gotta get that cat to catch them.
Yeah.
We'll probably be the team to beat them. We'll beat them. Don't worry, Hurts. We're coming for you, buddy. You better be thinking.
Yeah, if that leg is not 100%, and it's not,
that's the
it's
key.
gonna be a little tough.
That's the key, Ronbo. If your legs are bad and you can't run, you're screwed. You got to deal with Boza, Chase, Hargrave. Hargrave is gonna have a field day. I think that Sunday. I think Hargrave is gonna have a field day at his home stadium, his old home stadium. I think might be his game.
Who's played them a lot, and the 49ers can take some direction from Chase. Because the fact of the matter is, they played twice a year.
Chase and Hargrave.
Yeah,
and Hargrave.
That's right, Philly.
Hargrave's an ex-Eagle.
Right. Oh, I forgot about that. That's where he came from.
He can tell the Niners little tricks.
That's a lot of intel.
So the Niners are definitely going to win this game with Mr. Hargrave on our side. And the Cowboys, you watch.
About that. I did.
We're going to show you what a real team plays.
I've seen footage of Chase complete molestation of the quarterback. I'm saying,
But Hargrave is going to be the teacher, and he's going to tell his defense students, this is what we got to do to these guys. We got to watch Kelsey, the center. Kelsey, the center, likes to jump for the Eagles. Kelsey, he was jumping around yesterday. You saw those penalties. He was jumping around like that.
He got cold. Yeah.
Yep. He doesn't even wear boxers either. Nothing underneath the pants, I heard. I said, wow.
I got enough information on that already.
On the broadcast.
Too much.
No, it was always on the broadcast. Yeah. He says, I don't wear nothing underneath my pants.
And that's nice. Anyway, we
gotta
go, Mike.
I think it was a couple people asked him on the broadcast on YouTube.
Anyway, hey, see, I'll be back tomorrow. Yep. I can't stop talking about these guys.
Yeah.
All right.
I know, right? You're going to laugh at these Eagle fans. But anyway, 49 Empires, have a good night. Just sleep tight. We'll take care of these guys on Sunday.
Damn right.
Ronbo, you have a good night, buddy.
You too, fam. See you tomorrow. Yeah, I forgot about we got Chase, and I forgot about the middle. There's all kind of information between those two guys, and they know what to do before anybody else on the team knows what to do. As soon as that ball is snapped, they've seen this act before, a lot. Ellis,
Ron Bizzle.
hell, come on, Ellis.
What's happening?
Oh man, I'm just sitting up here, man. You know that feeling you get before. We've had like one or two games this year. I was real concerned. The Cowboys. That's it. Actually, I was a little worried about the Browns because he was hurt, and the Browns got a hell of
The
a
Hawks
defense.
game.
No, I told people weeks in advance, man, come on, man. I don't want the Hawks ain't nothing, and I knew it. The Hawks, no, they don't scare me. We got to play them again soon, though. That's why I don't like that, though, because when you play a team too close like that, they come in all pumped up. It ain't gonna help, though. But honest, this game, I smell a beat down. But what are you thinking? Because there's some advantages.
Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, if we can protect Brock and give him time in the pocket, he's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be a clinic. I'm looking at. I said the last game that Brock was gonna, throw, or was it the game before? I said 3 touchdowns for Brock. I think it was a game. It wasn't the Seahawks. It was the game before, and he had 3 touchdowns, 333 yards. In that high ass QBR. I mean, he did spectacular that game, and then he came through and played well in the Seahawks game as well. But we need to make sure that we can protect Brock. If we can protect Brock, he'll be able to cut through that secondary because they give up a lot of yards. They're like 30th in, I think, pass offense. I mean, as far as pass defense, giving up, a lot of yards down the field. So
they're weak back there. And across the middle of the field, too. They tend to be good if you go downfield, but you can tear them up in the interior. And what does Kyle Shanahan like to do? Oh, man.
Yeah. And Brock's going to have to be looking at his, he's going to have to keep his eyes open for his 3rd and 4th reads, because sometimes initially things might be moving fast. So if the first 2 aren't open, instead of, taking a sack or, anything that's costly, always keep an eye open and keep his, I'm hoping that he just is able to have his attention drawn towards the 3rd and 4th option because, we saw Ayuk wide open on that play last game that we was talking about. I think it was that tip. It was that tip pass he threw behind Christian McCaffrey. That's why, Christian didn't get his hands on the ball because he threw it behind him. Brandon Ayuk was wide open to the left. So had he just been able to survey the field, even if he just gave a millisecond of a look at Ayuk, he wouldn't have even thrown it to Christian, and Brandon Ayuk would have been wide open. He would have probably turned that to
Ellis,
10 to 15 yards.
Ellis, remember, fam, that's a decoy. In fact, the 49ers have our guys pull that defense out on purpose, and if they bite, okay, yeah, but they were never the option. What you saw him go to was probably what he intended on doing anyway, but wait till they clear that field out. Because you got to go with Ayuk, and you got to go with anybody else that's out there. But then that primary receiver is still looking to hit his spot. Brock is trying to process as quick as he can, but that pass was a bad pass.
That's what I'm saying.
I saw it.
Yeah, no, right. But Christian McCaffrey was under triple coverage. Like as soon as even if he would have placed the ball better, he would have been down because there were 3 guys that swarmed on.
Right,
that's why he got blasted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right there. So that wasn't a good read. I'm just saying that was shit. Let me get it out. You know what I mean? But he could have played. Had he placed the ball better, it could have still been positive yards. That was just bad ball placement in that moment. Yep. But I'm saying to the left, Brandon Ayuk was wide the hell open. That's all I'm saying. So
I saw that.
if Brock
he was
can
really
have
open.
his antennas up, if he can have his antennas up this game a little bit more, considering there's going to be some more pass rush. Hassan Reddick, that would be, he could be a little anxious, because of all that. That's a lot of, things that could be in the back of his mind. Not saying he's going to be scared or worried about it, because I think Brock plays well under pressure, and he's not going to be having that be at the forefront of, what he's visualizing in the game and where his attention is. But he still needs to keep that in mind, because they got some first round picks on that defensive line, and I don't know if Fletcher Cox is playing, but
they got hurt the other day.
With
right,
Hassan Reddick, between Hassan Reddick, Jalen Carter, the other defensive lineman, I can't remember his name, from Georgia, that real big guy. They got a couple of players over there. I think
that guy you're talking about
over there still?
He is huge and he's fast. He is really fast, big as he is.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest D tackle in the game right now.
And can move. Did you see him run down?
Yeah.
He ran. What's the quarterback's name? Ran him down and out of bounds and just missed him. I said, "Who is that?" My God, he looks like he's 6'6" or something like that. Yeah, he ran after Josh to make Josh look like a little boy next to him. I said, "What the hell is that? Who is that?" I didn't know. I never seen it before, but that is. Well, I know what you're talking about. That monster's huge, and he can run.
Maybe it's Jordan Davis or something, or
I
just remember his appearance. Anyway, but yeah. So I'm just saying that we got to make sure that we keep, the protection's got to be high. I'm looking at Colton McKivitz. This is a big test for him. Can he be the Daniel Brunskill to Hassan Reddick that Brunskill was to Aaron Donald? In this case, I don't know, but he has to learn how to. There's ways you can use guys' leverage and their size against them in a battle like that, where it's your equilibrium against another. So your body up against another. So. Hopefully he's thinking of it in those kind of ways where he can use those things to advantage, his advantage and counter that pressure. Because Hassan Reddick's already talking a lot of shit. And, I'm looking for them to have a play where they can run to his side and Trent Williams can be the lead blocker. And, so I'm hoping that Kyle creates a play to where we can go to his side and Trent, and he can meet Trent.
He's going to be treated just like over in Dallas. What's the linebacker's name? He gonna get the same treatment.
Micah.
Micah. Yeah, he gonna get the MP treatment, guaranteed. We gotta go though, fam. I tell you what, I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah. This is hate week, boy. Gotta get them, boy. Gotta get the Eagles, and we don't get nobody else, man.
And look, man, they've been getting away by the skin of their damn teeth, and this is why. We have to make sure that we close and we finish our food, man. The second, third quarter, I'm not excited until we get to that last 5 minutes and we look at the score. And if we are up by 2 or more scores, then, I'm going to start talking my shit a little bit. But we have to finish our food, because this team does not go away. They do not go away. Kyle cannot be playing soft going into the second half. Ronbo, he needs to put we're damn near at the red zone, and he's just trying to run out the clock to kick field goals. You can't do that against the Philadelphia Eagles style. Don't do it.
We got to go, fam. I'm coming back tomorrow. Save a little bit of it. I'm coming tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow, right?
Hit that like. Hey, man. Hey, hit that like, subscribe, man. You have wiped your damn feet. And shout out to the family, man. Y'all know what it is.
Thanks, Ellis. All right, fam.
Yeah.
And 49 Brian says, imagine if Tom Brady was horse-collared. I know, right? I mean, I don't know how the refs, and he's standing right on top of that play, too. Lorenzo!
What's going on, Ronbo?
Lorenzo, man, it's time. This is the first game of any real magnitude to get us fired up. Because we played some teams this year. Those games we lost, I didn't think we were going to lose any of them. So I didn't have I didn't feel no certain kind of way. But this game, I want the 49ers. I can't wait. I've been waiting for 13 weeks like everybody else. Okay, there it is. Here it is. Let's go. Because they still think they can beat us. Last year, they broke the quarterback's arm. Yeah, beat that ass. Go home, 49ers. And see, y'all talking major poo-poo, ain't you? Yeah. Okay. And then they blessed us and put him back on the schedule this year too. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad you immediately got him in the next season. But Lorenzo, I'm telling you, man, I'm concerned about a number of things. What are you thinking right now? All things not being equal, you feeling on this game?
I'm saying fuck them Cowboys first. And then,
Number one.
yeah, I think I'm not too worried about them. I don't think so. I don't think probably not going to half. I think it's 34-24. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now.
Are we giving up 24 points?
They probably get some at the end. 17. If I have them down 34-17, they'll get one.
Yeah.
More in the fourth quarter or something.
No, seriously.
That's a pretty good beatdown. I'll take that. They are a good team.
They are, but you know what? I see what the Jets
not-
did to them, and I got to feel. You saw that game, right? I saw what the Jets.
Yeah,
I
I
watched
saw
that
the
game
game,
twice since then. I was trying to figure out how the hell did the
Yeah.
Jets do that. If you pressure him the right way, the quarterback, the boy loses his composure completely, and I have never seen him completely lose his composure because the Jets said, "Go ahead, run." And they beat his ass.
Yeah.
And that's the 49ers got to do. Make him a stand in the pocket
they got-
quarterback.
Yeah, they got that shitty division though. That's like 6 wins out there. NFC least, they're about the worst.
I know.
Fucking bragging. Cowboys are even going around on a rampage over there. Beating themselves up over there.
Cowboys should have won that game.
I don't really care. I think Eagles will lose one more. Just because they will.
Yeah, definitely. They got a rough schedule coming up anyway.
So,
they escaped the Bills.
Niners got to win out. That's the only way it's got to be.
Well,
If they win out, they probably should have home field. Then after that,
actually, I don't like the Ravens game.
If they
but
don't
you're
win,
right. The rest.
Yeah. If they don't win out, then that's their own problem. And they got to go on the road. But I think Eagles will probably lose one more. At least one more. So,
yeah.
So that's.
You're lucky. You can't be lucky for a whole season. Remember last year, the Vikings were just rolling along. Right? Vikings went 10-0, as I remember. And everybody said, "How the hell are the Vikings doing this?" They kept doing it, and finally, all of a sudden, they hit a brick wall and couldn't come out. They couldn't come out of the tailspin.
Yeah, they'll be like one of them teams that because Niners got the extra rest. Go over there pissed off. Not pissed, but I'm sure they'll be
Revenge
pretty
is on their
focused.
mind now. They'll be fine.
Yeah, and they'll beat the hell out of it. They'll beat them. They'll pound them, and then how the Eagles they'll lose next week because that's how it is after you play the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
Especially so I'm thinking that hopefully that kind of stays on track.
It took a lot of them to
But
beat
no,
the
I'm
Bills.
not really too concerned. Yeah. I don't see them. I don't. Sure they'll put up a fight, but like if it's anything like last year, it's even better. I think we got a better team than last year.
Oh, we do.
So
All around, yeah. The secondary's more experienced and a little sharper. The frontline defense is ridiculous. That frontline rush is stupid. I can't wait to see it. They're getting better every week, too.
Because Bosa and Young will get there for sure,
Yeah, Young and what's his name getting better in the middle, too. What a combination. Eric Armstead picked up.
And probably Greenlaw shadowing him or, somebody like that.
Linebackers, that's two of the best in the league.
Because, Fred's better at coverage. So
they can give you both.
They'll just have Greenlaw in there.
Greenlaw.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll find something. I'm pretty sure they'll figure it out and beat their ass pretty good.
And the motivation. Lorenzo, if you're a 49er and they took something off your table last year, I couldn't sleep at night. I could see me getting up in the middle of the night screaming, yelling out the window, saying all kind of bad words. Blah, blah, I'm just damn it to the Eagles. Bring it in. They made me go home because they broke my quarterback's arm.
I don't think they're really quite like that. Niners are a professional football team.
That's true.
Yeah, they take everything. They just handle their business, and when they're on, you can't really, I don't think they would let that emotion get in the way like other teams do.
Because it could ruin things.
Yeah,
But that game's got to be a little personal.
Yeah, I think they're going to.
us.
Yeah, like I said, they're going to be focused for damn sure. Yeah, so I think they'll probably put a good beat down on them. Yeah, 34-24. That's not. That's
the confidence builder that'll be too, Lorenzo. You go in there, and the Eagles got the best record in the NFL right now, right? And you go in there and you beat them. If you had any doubts about yourself and you go in there and beat the Eagles, which is really not a good test because the Eagles have been sliding by every week, sliding by.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And then after they realize they're not that good, they'll drop a couple,
I bet you're right. What do the Eagles play after they play
that's
us?
what I see.
Look at that schedule. Because they could lose
play
two
the Cowboys again. Yeah. But I would never wish for the Cowboys to win any game.
They got to play them in Dallas, and Dallas almost beat them in Philly. We could be even up in 2 weeks.
Yeah, be nice to beat them both in the playoffs. So
Dallas got one more time to lose a game. They ain't gonna make the playoffs. We got Lorenzo. We got damn time.
All right, hey, you have a good night. But I'll probably see you guys. I'll talk to you Sunday after the game or something.
I'll be back tomorrow if you want to talk some more. So I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Cool. Y'all have a good night. Bang, bang, nine again. Later.
All right, Lorenzo. Yeah, man. We had it. Hey, Frank. We can talk to Frank. Frank.
Wombo.
Frank ain't talked to you in a while.
Wombo.
You know what I'm saying? Come on in.
I know. I've been listening though. My ear been glued.
Shout out to Mom too. Yeah, man. Man, because we've been looking at this game for weeks. Here it is. Y'all beat us last time. Because, see, the bad thing about it is they beat us last time, broke the quarterback's arm. And so we don't go in there and beat them this time. Y'all crying about your quarterback broke his arm. Hey, we beat his ass this time and beat your ass this time. All y'all healthy? What y'all got to say now? Frank, it just, got it. Oh, my God. That's going to burn me right on up. I can see right now. Oh, I want them so bad. Come on, Niners. Okay.
The trash talk has been again. What's his name? Reddick. Hassan Reddick, man. He said, y'all over there boo-hooing, crying, man. What is this and what is that?
I know.
Yeah, so the trash talk.
Hassan talking major shit. I saw him.
Yeah, well, it's cool, man.
Target his ass.
But I look at it like I've been watching the last Philly games, and Philly have yet like played a full
4 quarters,
complete dominant game, and I see that we like to start off fast. With Philly, they like to finish.
That's true.
So
they play their best football in the second half.
So it's like a chess match. So Cal had to not play conservative this game. Like if we up by 10 going to half, we had to keep our foot like Papa. Shout out to Papa's Papa Dragon. Like you said, we had to keep our foot on their neck. You had to keep their foot on their neck, Ronbo, because Jalen Hurts a dog, Ronbo. Like he
can play.
It seemed like he can play trash all 3 quarters, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
He always finishes strong. He does. I
can't hate on him. You know what I'm saying? So
I can't.
With our team and talent, Ronbo, Cal need to utilize every piece that we have. And I don't care. You need to mix it up, or you can put Ray in the backfield. Like just throw him something different, like with speed. You gotta just show them like we can beat them. They secondary term, Ronbo.
I know. I was reading about that. There's a vacuum across the middle of that field.
Yep. Josh Allen was just, having a field day with him, and with our weapons that we have on the outside of the ball, Ronbo, IU should eat. IU gonna eat, and Deebo gonna eat. And like I said, I'm not in what's his name, Slay.
Darius.
He's not a lockdown corner. He okay, but
Darius is good.
He's checking Deebo. He's not physical enough for Deebo. He's not gonna be able to take Deebo down. Slay. He's just too small for Deebo.
Yeah.
So, like I say, our way is winning this game, Ronbo. We had to do them how we did Dallas. Continue to run that score up. Do not set your foot off that gas.
Break
Kyle, score every possession, every chance you get, Kyle, punch that ball in the end zone. All that kicking field goals and you get in the red zone, you can't do that against this team, Ronbo, because they done showed you time after time. They went down 10 points against Kansas City. They was just down, 10 points against Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? They just rattled back. You know, and
second half is their half.
I mean,
yep.
Second half, they make the adjustments. And so it's definitely gonna be a dog fight, you know. But I think we start off fast, and we need to finish fast. We cannot get them life. Cal cannot come out and say like in the Seattle game and talk about what do you say? Seattle gonna we know they're gonna come back. What did he say? What did he say? He said something.
No, right? He was talking in fear. I remember that. I was laughing.
Yeah. I'm like, come on,
what
Kyle.
What are you talking about, guys? Just being polite.
Yeah, why would you say that? Come on, Kyle. Against Seattle, no, you definitely can't think like that playing against Philly. Like I was lost when the reporter said, I'm like, God, why would you say that? Like, what the murder what made this have Russell Wilson Seattle? You know what I'm saying? This Geno Smith. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, now, please don't say that against Philly. We up by 10 and we come out the second half. All right, y'all, they going.
The Cowboys should have beat Philly.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So
Dak stepping out of bounds. I mean, Dak, what you see the goal line right there. Dive for the goal line. What are you doing? See, for some reason, Philly gets into people's heads and they stop thinking.
Yeah, no, but it's coaching though, Ron. But it's just they Philly act how they coach act, sir. They very arrogant, but they act like they coach. They act like they coach, right. But it's working. It's working for them though. They winning. So that's my thing with Cal. Cal, you have to outsmart their coach. You know, whatever his name, Sirianni, and Cal can do it. We can beat Philly, and I say this, Ron. But I don't think Philly in our way. We in Philly way, Ronbo. Because we the team that people want to beat. If you want to be real and be technical, because last time we played Philly in Philly, I think Hurts was a rookie. We beat them, and I also believe if Brock Purdy didn't get hurt last year, I think we would have beat them as well.
I do too.
So that messed up everything when Purdy went out. You know, the defense tried to play, but when they see that we could generate no points, defense got tired. And like, okay, forget it. Everybody just gave up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not the right mentality to have. But
nobody moving
they did. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they was running all over us. So Philly not in our way. We in their way. Yes, they had a better record, but we had to prove that Sunday. Yeah, we had to prove that Sunday when we go in there and beat them. Oh. And I believe everybody locked in, Ronbo.
Oh.
So Kyle just got not play conservative, man. Was we win this game, Ronbo? Will we win this game? Mm-hmm. We gonna get that one. Take my word. Take my word, Ronbo on Facebook. If we win this game Sunday, we getting that one seed.
All right, because
we win this game Sunday, we getting that one seed.
Oh yeah, because we got one game behind.
If we win Sunday. Yeah, because I got Dallas beating them in Dallas.
I think so too.
Dallas beating them in Dallas.
They should have beat them last game. Yes, they should have beat them in Philly.
We just have to take it out. We just have to take it out.
We got to stop.
Worry about 49ers. That's it.
Frank, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna be back tomorrow because the subject of the Eagles gets me all pumped up. I'm gonna cancel things I'm supposed to be responsible for to come back to talk tomorrow. I can't stand it.
Hey, look, okay, man. Look, I'm back, Ronbo, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to the faithful, everybody, Ellis, all the Tonys, Papa, everybody, Big Show, man. Everybody, I love all y'all, man. See you tomorrow, man. And we, just gotta take care of business, man. That's all.
That's right.
So I see you tomorrow, Ronbo.
Looking forward to it, Frank. Night,
yeah, man. Fish sandwich back on sale.
Oh, I was getting ready to order. I was getting ready to order. They put a little extra hot sauce on there. Give me a little extra peppers on the side. I'm going to change the menu, man. All right, Mom. Hey, Frank, say hi to Mom for me. Yo, Jalen.
Cardinals, y'all are relevant. Rams, y'all some bums. Seahawks haven't won a ring in 10 years and counting. Damn it, I know that can be fun. Ooh-wee. To any Philly fans in the comment section right now, I got a question for y'all. Did you win the Super Bowl at the end of the day? Regardless of what happened in that championship game, did y'all win the Super Bowl? Nah, you didn't. You lost to Patrick Mahomes. So I've never heard a team brag and we did this, that, and the third. Did you win it? Did you win it all?
Hell no.
Did you win it all? No, you didn't. So hell, I'll take winning another NFC championship over losing a Super Bowl. Losing a Super Bowl, Ronbo. I mean, you get to the top. I mean, I'm talking about the top, not at the door, at the top, and you get pushed down. That hurts. At least we just got the damn door shut in our face. You know what I'm saying?
And we
You
had a
got straight up
reason.
thrown out. Yeah, you got straight up thrown out. They told us you just don't have enough money right now. Philly, y'all just ran out of money, was broke, and got thrown out. That hurt.
Had to pay
That
Jalen.
hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, those fans, Rombo. I mean, Rombo, those fans, that city, and that organization. This is the same organization that took the backup Nick Foles and made a statue of him after they won the Super Bowl and brought back Carson Wentz. That's the most like Rombo. What is like listening to the shit that these people do? I mean, you straight up ruined Carson Wentz's career. Let's just be real. Because if Carson Wentz, if he wins that Super Bowl with Philly, God knows he's probably still their quarterback right now. He probably still their quarterback right now. But they made
a mental case.
Yeah, because y'all wanted to make a statue of his backup. So, man, Ronbo, and I'm gonna do you one better, Frank. It wasn't Jalen Hurts' rookie year; it was his second year, and it was his first year as a starter. He got to play his rookie year, but we beat him his second year in Philadelphia, and it was also Nick Sirianni's first year as the head coach there. So we played them. We played them in 2022, Ronbo. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, we did. We played them Ayuk's rookie year, so we played Philly.
Who was quarterbacking?
It was Wentz. It was Wednesday year.
Yeah.
You talking about for us? Who was quarterback for us?
No, 2020. That was Wentz. I mean,
it was Nick.
Hurts hadn't taken over
Nick
yet.
Mullins. Yeah, but we lost that game because Nick Mullins threw 3 picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we played.
They've grown. I'm gonna give them credit, but I don't know if they were better than the 49ers last year when we got hurt.
No, no, Rombo. They was not. They're not. Rombo, look at who they played in the playoffs. They played the Giants. They played the 49ers without a quarterback. And then when they finally faced the quarterback, they lost.
Yep.
I mean, talk about a team that's unproven. We beat Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't beat no damn Aaron Rodgers. You beat Daniel Jones and CMC. Oh, wow. That's the
same Jets
man,
beat him.
Rombo.
I mean, did you see how the Jets beat him? They would not he couldn't run. He couldn't run around.
Rombo. Hurts is not going to be able to Rombo. And I don't trust Hurts throwing the ball to the outside that much. He's good throwing a 50-50 ball. But when it comes to like putting it on a laser or on a beam outside, he's not that good. Yeah, he's not that accurate. He's not going to hit you with on an accurate out route. He's not going to do that. He'll hit you with
if you're going way downfield.
Yeah, he'll hit you downfield. He'll get you downfield, but he's not going to hit you with no throws that you'll see from the elite guys. Let's get that out of the way.
Please.
He is a bigger, more physical Lamar Jackson. He's not out here making Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow throws. He's not. This man will never throw for over 3,500 yards in his career. Ever. With that kind of accuracy, absolutely not, Ronbo. And the only thing that's keeping this team winning is that damn Tush. I'm telling you.
They got teams' mistakes. Jalen, did you notice how the mistakes? You got Dak, stupid Dak. He runs out of bounds in the goal line. Dak, dive for the goal line, you damn fool. Dak runs out of bounds. And of course, they get the ball back. And I'm looking at this, I'm saying, the Cowboys actually outplayed them. They got outplayed here by the Buffalo Bills. Instead of what's his name going to the right toward the inside, turn to the end play, he runs out and what does the quarterback do? Throwing down the middle of the field. You dumb. What did you do? That was game. They knew
and then Valdez Scantling, he dropped the ball with the Chiefs. He dropped the ball.
Yep. 3 times. How many times they missed those shots?
Ronbo, and back to who we've beaten this year. We've beaten the Steelers and Ronbo. Say what you want. Y'all can make as many jokes as y'all want to. The Steelers, I think, 7-3. They split with the Browns. They split with the Bengals, and they're gonna probably sweep the Ravens. Ronbo, the Steelers are about to win their division. And for whatever reason, the Steelers, one thing they're going to do, they're going to always win. So we beat the Steelers.
They play smash mouth
we
football. They're roughhouse.
We beat the Steelers.
Yeah.
We beat the Jaguars, who've won 6 out of their last 8 games. And we beat the Cowboys. Now, Eagles fans, who have y'all beaten? A 5-6 Bills team, a Patrick Mahomes wide receiver team that probably couldn't make a practice squad, and like who have they really beaten, Rombo?
That's why I can't wait for this week. Jalen, we gotta go. I'm gonna be back tomorrow though, because I can't stop talking about this.
I'll be back tomorrow, Rombo. I'm not done, man. These bird plucking fools, man. They need to get to know their place. These people are crazy. You know what? In Philly, what's that drug? I don't know that drug, but it's that zombie stuff. They be crazy up there, Ronbo. They weird up there. It's some weirdos. But, man, we still the kings of the West. Kyle and me need a 2-year. Well, ain't hurt no more. He don't need no rest. D&D and Rudy, come back, man. We need y'all. But the 49ers going to be the best.
Yes.
Let's not forget Nick Mullins. First game of his career. Breath smelling like Similac. Yeah. Beat the Raiders on national TV. It just wasn't some game you could catch in a local area. Nope, Ronbo, this was on prime time. Yep, everybody saw that ass kicking.
Yes.
Let me get up out of here, Ronbo.
All right. I see you tomorrow, fam. Night. There goes Jalen, JJ, Aaron.
Ronbo.
Aaron, and normally we don't do this early in the week. We wait until later. Dimensions are starting to expand. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want to win this game so bad that I'm making it impossible to handle the loss. If you're like me, you try to keep your emotions in check so you don't lose your mind if things go south, right? I don't care now because I'm sick of watching them slide by. They slid by to a 10-1 record. I said, y'all, come on, man. Philly, they shouldn't have won that game. Look at this division they're in. And then look at the games they barely won and the other team made a mistake. So you know what? I'm thinking this is going to be an ass whooping. The more I think about it, I think 49ers going to just take them apart. But, Aaron, what do you think? Well, we got... There's some things going on here. What do you think about this game? I know it's too early to be talking about the week, but I couldn't wait.
Yeah, I know this game is revenge on their minds because they want to get paid back, but
they took us out last year. We was on our way to the Super Bowl, and they took us out. Why? Because they broke the quarterback's arm. You mother... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
But, but the mentality I want the Niners to have is the eye of the tiger.
Beginning to end.
Yeah. And I wanted to get some rest, down with them. Well, I'll take that back.
Good.
Once they fly to Philadelphia Friday night or, whenever, get to the hotel and get some rest and, just get your mind right and be ready for Sunday. And let's get it on Sunday.
Exactly what they're going to do. Because the Eagles have confused themselves into thinking they're a better team than the 49ers. Okay. We had a little hiccup this year. Yeah, we lost 3 games. That was a few weeks ago. We've corrected that. The 49ers do this every year. They got too full of themselves, and we got a couple key injuries. And then, of course, we got taken advantage of. The Vikings were not supposed to beat the 49ers like that. Kirk Cousins had open lanes to throw in all day long. And ever since then, Kyle Shanahan went and had a talk with our defensive coordinator. And you notice how things have changed? We ain't playing no soft defense no more. Not in that secondary. So, and I got Chase Young. So Eagles, oh Eagles, oh, I'm bringing some heat this time. I'm sorry, this is your call. Go ahead, fam. I'm just all
Yeah.
worked up about this game. Ah!
Yeah.
Ah! 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 Ooh, I got it. Ah! Oh, man.
Yeah.
Ah!
But yeah, I
Ah!
can't wait for this game too, Ronbo. And hopefully, please, offensive line, protect Brock, please.
Brock steps up in the pocket these days. You know why he got hurt last time, don't you? Brock saw something he really liked out in the, his inexperience. He saw something he really enjoyed running free. I got a feeling it was Ayuk because Bradbury cannot guard Ayuk. Bradbury can't guard anybody for that matter. So I think he got lost. Wow, look at that. Bam! It's like a car hit him, right? So don't look for him. He's grown since then. He's very smart. He knows to step up in the pocket, and he'll take off now. And he's got a quickness that's next to nobody. I mean, that boy can move out in a hurry. You heard about his speed. It ain't no joke. We saw a big man chasing him the other day. So I'm not worried about Brock getting hurt again. Not like that. He'll watch out.
Yeah, yeah. He got some mobility, so
Oh, lots. He can move.
yeah, he could. So he can use that a little bit, and yeah, you were talking about the secondary. Yeah, I feel like Deebo and Ayuk
He'll tear
should.
it up. As long as we got
Yeah,
time to throw. So
yeah, and
there's no reason to be scared of the Eagles.
and on the defensive side, to me, I would put Ambry Thomas on Devontae Smith and Charvarius Ward on AJ Brown.
Yeah. Yeah. AJ's big and physical. Yeah. I.
Cause Devontae's pretty fast, and Ambry is fast too. So why not put Ambry on Devontae?
Because Ambry's fast too. He cannot outrun Ambry. You know Ambry's a 4.3 runner,
Yeah,
so you're not gonna get away. But I just technique wise, I don't know. He's a good receiver though. The kid from I've seen, he runs pretty good routes too. But I think Ambry can take care of him.
yeah,
I really do.
yeah, and you got Lenore in the slot, so
Also, the safety position. You know what I like? Because the fact of the matter is, the kid we just had step in at the safety spot. You know what? I have a good feeling about him this week. We'll see. Because he's been waiting for
yeah,
that spot.
and
He's been waiting for that all season long. We're having too much fun here, fam. We got to go. Let me see you tomorrow. I can't stand it. I can see me coming in every day this week. I can't. I'm going to all. But fam, I'm going to see you tomorrow. Okay?
all right, Ronbo.
All right. You have a good night.
All right.
Yeah, I can't. Yo, D-Flow. And
Hey, what's up, Rumble?
Hey, D-Flow.
Hola, Ronbo.
Hey, hola. I'm sitting there looking at this game, man. It's making me crazy. Not like any other game this year. Do you know most of these T-Flow? Most of these games this year, I was very confident about. When we lost them 3 games, I was shocked. Normally, I'm not shocked when we lose, but I was because this team is too good. So I'm looking at this team called the Eagles. Man, these Eagles ain't better than the 49ers. But fam, what are you thinking, man? Because you know what? Go ahead. What's on your mind?
You know what? I don't think the Eagles are better. Like they're just winning games they're winning games. Like they're doing what they're supposed to do.
And the last 3 games of our losing streak, we were supposed to win those games, but we couldn't find that extra push to win the games.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing the Eagles got that the Niners have. And the other ones that I'm scared of is Kyle Shanahan when he gets the lead in the second half, right? Because we saw the Eagles do it.
Yep.
Yeah, but when has Kyle have ever done that? He didn't do that in the Super Bowl. Yep. He didn't do that in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, like he doesn't do that at all.
Yeah.
He does very conservative. And what is the Eagles are known for? Coming back in the second half.
They did every
so you
game
better
they lost. Every game they was about to lose.
Every game.
Like hell in the second half. You're right.
Yeah, I think they won like 5 games or like 4 to 5 games of them coming back, you know. But Kyle has to learn how to, you know, score that touchdown and run it up again.
Yeah.
Get the ball, and we're gonna take it from them, and we're gonna score another. We're gonna score another touchdown. We're gonna hit them in the mouth, take that ball, and score another touchdown. Instead of like, hey, let me go and just try to hold on and just be. You know, be like, all right, field goal. And he better not try to be like, you know what, well, I try to put in the rookie's hands and Moody, you know, making those field goals, but he missed those field goals.
Oh,
I don't want to hear none of this stuff. Like, we have elite talent. We have elite talent in our running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. Put in their freaking hands. Don't try to run the clock off and give it a Moody. And just so he can kick a field goal. 6 points is more than 3. All right, Kyle? So you better score them touchdowns. Second is, Kyle doesn't like using wet balls during practice. Why not? Everybody practices for the elements of the weather. All right? You know, what you may call it, Brock wasn't used to wet balls. Get him a damn wet ball so he can throw them. Let the wide receivers know what it feels like to catch a wet, cold ball. Don't be like, well, I don't see what's the point of practicing with wet balls, because that's what Kyle usually says whenever they ask him. Nah, prepare for the elements, man. Like, look at, like, everybody was crying about, like, oh, you know, we lost to Cleveland on the elements. It wasn't even raining that hard. It was barely raining against Cleveland. It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't a monsoon.
No, they lost because
But you know how everybody's been complaining about we lost to Cleveland because it was a weather game.
Oh yeah,
and you know they missed a field goal.
Cleveland
right? It was a
beat
weather
the
game.
49ers, but they really did.
But the thing is, it wasn't even raining hard in Cleveland. It wasn't a monsoon.
Nah.
Right? So I don't want to hear nothing about the rain and all this. Like, he better prepare for the elements. Get some wet balls, dunk the balls before they do it. Like, do what Harbaugh used to do in the rains when he knew it was going to be the rain. Right? Right before you say hi, dunk the ball and give it to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Let him throw with it. Right? That's what they have to do. And Kyle just cannot be scared. And you know what? I'm pretty sure we might get some bad calls, but the main thing is the defense better learn how to control their emotions and stay in their rush lane.
Stay focused. Yep.
Because that's all it is. If they just stay in their rush lanes, you know, Jalen ain't gonna do nothing. He's gonna get demolished. You know,
we got out the pocket though. Did you see what happened when we were playing before we got hurt though last year? I loved it. Nick and company was waiting like they knew exactly where he was gonna go, and they were just standing there waiting for him to go.
In the rush
he got
lane.
rid of the ball. They were not gonna win that game. I am convinced of that.
Nah, I don't think they were, but you know what? Like, that's what happens when Kyle puts a third string tight end to block Hassan Reddick, who had like 15 or 16 sacks that year.
Yeah.
Like, they had no respect for him, but little did he know that they were the number one pass rushing team in the NFL, and I think sacks too, or something like that. Wow. So, like, you got to get better.
To Reddick this week, all right? Just like Micah Parsons. Remember what the 49ers did to him? He's getting the Micah Parsons treatment. Yep.
I hope so, because, man, he's talking a lot of ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and other than that, like, Kyle just cannot be afraid and just say, you know what, I want to shove it down their throats and just stick it to that head coach, and you know, because that's the only way. Because that whole coach, the Sirianni dude, you just want to just slap that dude across the face.
Sirianni, man, he's a child, man. He's a child. You know, did you see that thing where I looked for him to grab his crotch? Remember he went to the stands in that last game and he's yelling at the people up in the stands? What kind of coach does that? I've never seen a coach do that. He's got no class.
He's a perfect coach for that classless team because even their fans are classless. That's what they love.
So who's
That's
he
a sorry
yelling
ass fan base.
Oh, God, he's yelling up into the stands.
And all that.
What kind of coach does that?
And I just hope Mason can just come in and just hit these fools in the mouth too as well. Right? That's what we need.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm looking for you tomorrow because you know what? I can't stop talking about these guys. I'm dodging other things I'm supposed to be doing. I'm coming back tomorrow.
Oh yeah, man. Because the Eagles because their fans is a clown show, man. That's what they are.
God, I can't. T-Flow, Allie. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, hope we got time.
All right, Ronbo.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Night.
All right. Good night, Ronbo.
Night. And let's go to Emilio. Latino Heat. Latino Heat. Emilio. Let's go way back, man. Emilio, man, this game is making me crazy, man. I'm like reading shit late night. I can't even go to bed because I'm trying to figure out every angle on this team. I'm not concerned about a team like this because if they walk away, yeah, they're crying about how they got cheated last year, how their quarterback made all the difference. We'll beat his ass and your ass and everybody else you want to bring in. Oh, I couldn't take it. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. No, we got to beat this team. I mean, let me calm down. All right, because I know you didn't call here to hear me screaming and hollering.
All right, man, you can do whatever you want. Your show. I'm just listening.
I know, but the Eagles really, they've been sliding by all year until they got to the Jets. That was hilarious. But, you know, this is too early in the week.
I don't even know what to say about the Eagles. The Eagles, like I said, the Eagles keep slipping away with wins, you know. Just the one thing that, you know, I put the like this: they know how to finish games. I tell you that. If they keep the game close, they know how to finish them. You give Hurts a chance. You give that. You basically give that offense a chance. It's just kind of like Kansas City. If you give them a chance to stay in the game, within reachable amount of score, they're going to. With them, it looks like they're going to keep the game closer. They're going to win. You just don't want them hanging around.
But why did the Jets beat them? I still don't get that. With a puny little score. And Jalen couldn't throw anything but INTs. What did they do different? Or was this just a bad day for the Eagles?
It's basically, you put it like this, it's D'Amico's defense, it's Wilkes' defense. It's the same damn defense. It's just, you gotta get to Hurts. You just gotta get to him, you know, make longer decisions and don't let him run.
And he couldn't get out of that
Just don't let him run.
Yeah.
If you think about it, did you watch the Vikings game earlier?
Oh, I got tired of that. That was the worst game.
We just could, you know, it was a horrible game, but I was kind of paying attention. Like, yeah, you just gotta get to the quarterback. You know, make them make mistakes. It's just the defense has to make, you know, our defense has to make Hurts make quick decisions and make mistakes. That's all they have to do. I mean, it would have to get to him, but. Just make him make mistakes. Make him double guess himself. This is what it's about. It's not really trying to get something in. It would help, but sometimes if you ever get him and you ever pursue it, you're gonna miss that tackle, and he's over there running in for a touchdown, like he did against the Bills. They over pursued, and he got in and scored the winning touchdown.
Oh yeah,
you can't do that.
Being stupid, yeah.
So it's just you have to let basically the game come to you. Let him do what he needs to do, and eventually he's going to make mistakes. And that's kind of what the Jets did. Let him think what he's able to do, but then, you know, make sure he's going to make his mistakes. It's just they got to kind of play careful with this, not over, like I said, over pursue, not overdo too much, because if you do, it's going to get to the point where it's like, oh, he's going to run all over it, throw the ball, because like I said, even when, like I said, with that Bills game, Bills had him for a minute, but they kept trying to do too much, trying to stop him. I'm like, dude, you got to contain him, just to keep it simple. You got to keep it contained Hurts.
Emil, Dallas had him beat. What are you doing?
Exactly. Like I said, what do? You got to contain him. Let him let him try to do what he think he can, and let him make his mistakes. You just got to wait for him to.
You can't make mistakes.
Pretty much. I mean, that's different. I mean, our offense is different. I'm not worried about too much of the offense. Deebo, Ayuk, and Kittle, and then CMC are going to do their thing. I'm not really too much worried about. Our thing is trying to stop him from scoring.
Yeah.
If we can
And
stop
the
him
ways
from
that he's
scoring,
used
we're
to.
good.
Yeah. Get him
So
out of his
no,
comfort zone.
it's just, the offense is going to move the ball one way or another. Let's say Purdy might get a turnover. Somebody might turn the ball over. That's one thing. But our thing is we can move the ball. That's not weak. We've scored on the bet. We scored on the number one we scored on number one defense. That's not the problem. Our problem is not scoring. As long as our defense can give a short field and keep and our offense keep them off the field as much as possible, we can win that game. They just got to play smart football on both ends, not do too much, not wanting to do too much. That's
Can
all.
we cover
It's
the
just,
receivers? That's the only question about it. Can we cover the receivers?
no, they can. Come on, Ronbo. We play, like I said, they played number top receivers too. They done all that already. It just, you see what happens when they did with the Vikings. You want to do stuff, making those calls like Wooks made, like, oh, blitzing everybody. You don't need a blitz. That's what we don't need to do is want to blitz.
Not with that. Not
what are you going to do
now? Oh, no, hell no.
Exactly. So it's like I said, it goes back to playing smart football. You just got to let Hurts think he can do what he can do and then make him do other things. That's all they got to do. They just got to play this guy stuff, try to trick him, thinking he can do this or make him think there's a wide open hole for him to run. And Fred or Green comes around and just smacks his ass. So it's just, they have to play smart with him, not over pursue the ball carrier.
And you know who
whoever
knows,
the ball carrier.
And you know who knows him, right? Our guy coming up the middle of we got
They both do. Chase Young and Hargrave, they both know him. They've both been on the team. They know him.
Exactly. I've seen Chase sacking him because Chase gets around all that offensive coverage. I mean, that offensive line. It was funny watching it too because he looked helpless against Chase, and now Hargrave knows him better than anybody on the team. There is an advantage here. I hope the 49ers take full advantage of it too. I want to say, I can't wait.
I think that was the reason we became favorites in this game because of that. Because it became down to defense. I'm like, well, the defense is not. I think that's part of the reason we became favorites in this game because of that. It's because of the defense. I think we became favorites because of the defense. Because everybody that the Eagles really have played really haven't had a dominant defense.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Bills should have won that game anyway. But anyway, fam, I'll come back tomorrow. I can't stop talking about
I've noticed with the Bills, and this all falls on Josh Allen. Josh Allen is just like Dak. Once they get the game going and they start playing hero ball, they look like straight ass.
I know.
Because I was watching this game. I said they were doing fine. They were running the ball, handing the ball off, giving short passes, doing all this. But then Allen wants to play hero, but I'm like, cool, that dude is cool, but not every damn time.
No.
Dak does the same thing. I've noticed with Dak. But, get on to the next point.
Tell you what I'm going to do. We got to go, fam. I'm going to be back tomorrow and see what else has developed. I can't, because the 49ers got to go drop some headlines tomorrow anyway. All right? I'll be looking for you.
All right. You have a good night, sir.
You too.
Everybody else out there.
Emilio.
Night.
Mia familia. Emilio. Shabazz.
Ronbo.
Shabazz, man, I'm telling you, man. I mean, every time I think about this game, I was cool for like 3-4 weeks ago. And now every time I think about the Eagles, I get mad like I was that night. That night of memorable, I'll never forget it. Broke my quarterback's arm and won the damn game. I'm sorry. I'm reminiscing. I got to stop. Go ahead.
That's right. You know what, Ronbo? That's cool because that's going to be just a faint memory because we finna oops upside their head. We finna oops upside their head. You understand me? This is finna be light work. Everybody is worried. This is the one not to worry about because they went into an overtime game to beat Buffalo. They had an emotional roller coaster victory to beat Kansas City because they lost to them in the Super Bowl. They got Dallas in prime time, so that's why they can't flex that game because the next Sunday after that, they got Dallas for the division. They got to lose to us. They can't get it up again. Sorry. They can't get it up again. They got to lose to us. And as far as us relying on Dallas, thinking Dallas is going to help us,
we shouldn't even be concerned about that. Our concern should be as 49er fans to win this game and let the rest of the season play itself out and to win the rest of our game. But, yeah, we're going to beat them, Ronbo. Don't worry about it. And Shanny ain't going to have no letdown. And our buddy Chase Young, that's already familiar with Jalen Hurts, is going to be on his ass like shit on stink. Don't you worry yourself, no, never mind. He going to be on him. He going to be on him. And since we switched the man coverage, it ain't nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide.
I love that.
So if he decide he want to escape the cusp of Bosa and Chase Young, then Freddie and Greenlaw gonna grab him and peanut punch that ball out, and we're gonna be back the other way with it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna take care of this, Ronbo.
You know, you mentioned that. That's an emotional game they went through too. Philly. Yeah,
it is right.
They're gonna be a little worn out mentally. 2
games in a row, and he got a bad habit of fumbling when he take off. So yeah, we want him to take off. He got little hands. Now that's the one thing about Jalen. He ain't got big mitts. He got little hands. He'll
Is that right?
That ball.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Remember the jokes we used to make about small hand quarterbacks? So I didn't know Jalen had an issue. Yeah.
Yeah, he got a little small hands, and I'm gonna tell you this, Ronbo. The only person that we need to worry about that will beat us is Kyle, like some of the other callers said earlier. Run the damn ball, run the damn ball, and run the damn ball. Give it to CMC.
And wear
give
him
it
out.
to Elijah Mitchell and wear him out.
Especially if you got a lead. Oh, yeah.
Especially
14,
when we got the lead. Yeah.
21, yeah, just wear them out. Have the tongue hanging out. Run it.
You see the line open up at first 1.5. It went back up to 3. Now it's back down to 2.5, which is basically a push. Oh, the Eagles are running their mouth. Hassan Reddick running his mouth. Yeah, we're going to have something for him.
Oh, Reddick.
We're going to have something for him.
Loud.
Have our tight end, who's the best tight end in the NFL, that don't get his just due, knock him on his ass all day.
Yes.
Man, Kittle gonna knock him on his ass all day. Kittle gonna manhandle Hassan Reddick. You forgot he came from the Cardinals, right? You know he used to play for Arizona. Did y'all forget that?
I thought that was the same guy. And the Cardinals, he couldn't do nothing with them. And now he's one of the premier players in the East Coast. I said, what?
Yeah,
that's the same guy, right?
That's the same Hassan Reddick that played for the Cardinals that Kittle manhandled. So everybody act like we don't know him. You want to run your mouth this week? We're gonna give you something to hit you in your mouth with. Don't worry about it.
I'm talking major. Boy.
Don't worry about it. You will see Juice and Kittle hitting his ass every time that ball snaps.
Oh.
You think we ain't forgot what you did? You want to run your mouth?
I mean, the word chip is gonna be in fashion that day, Jack. Hassan, man, we rubbing it.
Just like Micah left.
Yeah.
He will be sore. He will be sore after this game, Rob.
And he ain't never played football that well. That's what cracks me up. I thought that was the same Reddick. I said, who is that?
Yeah, that's him.
That dude used to play for the Cardinals?
Him. Yeah, he used to play for them dirty little birds, man. It's bird hunting season. This bird number 2. And then after that, we're going to be feasting on nasty birds for the next 3 weeks.
The only team I got fear of is that team over there in Baltimore. I got a bad feeling about them dudes, man.
Ronbo, I ain't scared of them because you know what? Lamar is another person that where I'm going to tell you where we beat him at is you switch back to zone because his ass can't read no zone.
I know,
I don't care what nobody say. He can't read no zone.
I'm glad you said that. People get on me. Rumble, man, you're a racist, man. I'm not. Well, I said Lamar Jackson is good at what he does, but he's not your everyday high-skilled quarterback. And I got called names. I said, okay, you know what?
Hey, Ronbo, don't you feel bad? I get called that all the time.
I'm just calling it like I see it. He doesn't have a big showcase of shots. He does a couple of things well, and then he runs. That's it.
And he runs. He can't read no zone.
No.
He can't read no zone. Who's watching football that don't know Lamar Jackson can't read
If you know anything about football, right? God, he's good.
Man.
I ain't saying he ain't good, but I'm saying there's things that he cannot do. He is limited to a degree. So
yeah, and it's gonna be Levi. It's gonna be Christmas. I'm not worried about Baltimore. I'm not worried about them neither. I'm just not.
I'm gonna win this game first. Fam,
and he got to make it.
And that's true. Now, we got to go, but I tell you what, I'm gonna be back tomorrow because I can't relax. I've not been able to relax since I got over us winning, and now I'm saying, here come them, blank, bleeping Eagles, man. I can't wait to play this game. I'm waiting for the 13 weeks to get to these people. Okay. I'll be back tomorrow, fam. Looking for you.
All right, Ronbo, I'll be back. I'm going to check in with you later in the week. Shout out to you. Shout out to Dutch. Shout out to the Memphis 9 Empire who stay turned up. Shout out to my boy Lee in SoCal, and I'll be checking back in. Bazzini out.
The great Bazzini. See you tomorrow, fam. Hey, Tony from the land down under. Tony.
Ronbo.
Well, Tony, I've got mad as soon as I got over us winning about this team because of what happened last year, and we should have been in that Super Bowl, Tony. I saw us having control of that game right from the beginning of that game. I can see who's going to win that game. And people think I'm out of my mind talking that kind of trash, but it's not trash because we had him so figured out. There was no way that they were going to run that game. They were going to run on us. When I see Nick and the guys down there standing right in front of, as he was coming around that corner, I said, whoa, they got a plan. And then they break the quarterback's arm. Game over. Tony, there's some things that I noticed that what are you seeing in this game already? And some of the things that are developing are making me think this isn't even going to be close.
Well, you could be right there, Rombo, but this could be one of the most strategic games of the whole season from a coaching standpoint, because we could see these guys in the Super Bowl. And if that's the case, how do you play them? Do you throw the whole playbook at them, or you play vanilla football, run the ball, and if that's working, you stick to it? It doesn't matter by what margin you beat them, just so you don't show all your cards, just in case you end up needing them in the Super Bowl. Then you can throw the book at them.
Tony, did you notice, though, how the 49ers, the players are not following all the Kyle? There's a little bit of a mutiny on the bounty these days. Did you know that? I mean, did you notice that? Sometimes I see the 49ers doing plays. You know what, Kyle openly comes out at the press conference and says, yeah, we just stood back and held our breath on that play. That's not what I called.
Closed our eyes.
Okay, good. You know what, Kyle? Because you know what? You're restricting things. And Brock doesn't care what Kyle says some of the time. Yeah.
Maybe he took Jimmy G's advice. Who knows?
No, it's just,
But if there's any positives to take out of this game, is that these guys have given up a lot of points in their wins. I mean, they gave up.
Is it Philly? Yes.
Yeah. So they gave up
Every
20
week.
points against the Patriots, 28 against the Vikings.
They should have lost to the Cowboys.
31 against the Commanders. There's a lot of close scores if you go down their schedule. It's 38 again, 38-31 with the Commanders. So
Commanders.
They got us. They got the Cowboys. They've got a few dark horses that could, towards the end of the season, you know how it goes, Ronbo. These shitty teams upset number one teams like the Seahawks can. Maybe even they lose against the Cardinals. Who knows,
They lost against the Jets. How the hell
so
did you
they've
lose
got
against the Jets?
they've got a good chance of losing against the Cardinals, maybe even the Giants. They still got to play them twice.
That's right. And conference opponents are always a surprise at times. So I'm a little concerned about having to play the Seahawks week after next. I don't want to play them so soon.
If we beat them up hard enough, maybe the Cowboys can beat them the week after us.
Tony, I would bet money on the Cowboys right now anyway. The Cardinals, not the Cardinals, I'm sorry, the Cowboys. I'm thinking the Cowboys. The Cowboys know they should have won that game. They just played stupid at the end. I got Dak stepping out of bounds in front of the goal line, and all they had to do was dive. So, they've been getting a lot of breaks. God is like wearing a Philly jersey or something, because they went down through the whole year, just sliding by.
The only thing that I don't trust these people, Ronbo. The only thing that worries me is Christian McCaffrey in this game, and they know that he's one of our number one strike players, and I would
probably put bets on it that they're just going to try and gang tackle that dude, cause an injury.
You know, because that's
especially if they know
yeah.
that they might come up against us in the Super Bowl, they'll try and do some sort of horseshit tactics like that.
Well, if they
and
don't,
as far as
if they don't succeed, I just hope Christian brings it back to the huddle and let Trent Williams and company, because we've got some guys that are pretty ridiculous as far as that kind of thing goes too. So go ahead.
Yeah, we do.
Don't let them survive that first shot.
No. But as far as the, I think Evan was talking about the rugby league scrum.
Oh, I was meaning to ask you that. Please, yes.
Well, they got Jordan Mailata on their team. That's ex-rugby league player. I think he plays right tackle.
That's right.
He's the one probably teaching them. But the only way to nullify that and render it useless, with the NFL,
rules,
you know, bloody board and whatever you want to call them, is to do the same thing they do. When they line up against you that way, you got to line up the same way
shoulder to shoulder
and nullify it.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the only way you're going to stop it. If you think you're going to stop it any other way, I've got news for you. You're kidding yourself.
Yeah. Well, they've proven
not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Because if you just go and look at rugby league scrums or rugby union scrums,
it's a moving fortress.
You'll see how they pack it in and actually hug the guy next to them. There's three across the front, two behind them,
locked,
and one right at the end. And they slot in between each other's waists and they hug each other and then they just push. And there's no way you're going to stop it.
No.
There's no way you're going to, unless you do the same thing to them, and then it'll just be a stalemate, or whoever's got the heavier pack will push it. Yeah.
It is. I've been waiting to ask you about that. Yes. Tony, we're out of time now, though. You know what? I want to read more about that. Because they're going to pull it. They get it in the goal line, they're going to do it until the league says they can't do it. So
there's no doubt about it.
Oh, Tony, always a pleasure. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I can't stop talking about this week. I can see right now it's going to make me crazy. I want to beat him so bad I can taste it. Oh, God.
Yeah, I want to beat him too. Just punish him, but without showing too much flair, you know what I mean? Just hard-nosed football.
I'm glad you addressed that question, too, because I've been meaning to ask you that for about a week. I keep forgetting. See you tomorrow.
All right, brother. Shout out to the squad and catch you in the next one.
Looking forward. All right, Tony. A good day, Tony. Tony's the lowest day. All right.
Thanks, brother. Cheers.
Cheers. See, that's what I'm talking about. You see what Tony said? It's a moving fortress. It cannot be stopped by just lining up in NFL fashion. You got to do the same thing they're doing and push back the same way. Wouldn't it be funny if the 49ers did work on something like that? And eventually, teams are going to do that. They're going to send some Aussies in or whoever plays rugby and have them instruct on that. Because the Eagles cannot be allowed to innovate that in the NFL and get away with it. We could talk about that for hours. But hey, Bethel.
Hey, Ronbo.
Bethel, I tell you what, man, we got the Eagles coming up, and I'm telling you right now, this is going to be an interesting game. One of the most intense games of the year. And you know what? You think about what happened last year, and this question mark still remains. The 49ers are whining and crying about the fact that they lost their quarterback. They speak as if that were something normal, and you're supposed to be able to continue without your quarterback. And now the showdown's coming down when all things being equal, are the 49ers the better team? I say, man, look, y'all, stop with this drama. Okay, you know what? How do I answer that question, Bethel?
It's easy. If you see, the NFL wants the Eagles to win that game because they want to make our game interesting. Because if the Eagles would have lost, and they would have put this bet right here, then everybody would have bet with us, not with the Eagles. So all the money would have been with us. And if we win, they lose a lot of money. So if they have the Eagles winning,
money's involved. I
now
know.
people are going to say, oh, if we take the Eagles plus the points and it's going to be a close game, then we could win a lot of money. And so all the money's going to be going on the Eagles. And then what happens if the Eagles lose? Then they get a lot of money.
You know, Bethel, that makes a lot of sense. It's an evil strategy, but people in position to make these kind of moves in order for a profit to be made, they are orchestrating some of the madness we're seeing on the field. I think you're right. I really do.
Yeah, because
I've always thought there was something rotten in Denmark. I just wondered what it was sometimes, but I love the game so much. I'm just hoping that things are fair and square. But you and I both know it's not. That's never going to be it. Anything that is making millions of dollars is never going to be on the up and up. There's going to be some manipulation. There's going to be some things moved around, and they don't give a damn about the fans. You know, you could bet your house and lose it. They don't care. You know?
Yeah, and I don't know why a lot of people are just saying the horse tackle is the only bad call they made. There's a couple more bad calls that the referees
missed on purpose. You mean it when they tore what's his name's clothes off of him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Josh
that
Allen.
changed the momentum of the game.
Big rip, just dragging
Brock Purdy when he got horse tackled and they didn't throw a flag. I'm like, ain't you supposed to protect the quarterback? That's not protecting the quarterback. Oh,
this big money involved.
And then plus, there's some payback to be collected, because if I remember right, if Nick Bosa's brother, a lot of Eagles fans were talking a bunch of shit, and Bosa needs some payback off of that. And if I remember, they were talking a bunch of shit to Fred Warner's wife. That's why she's not going to any games over there.
See, I
they
saw
said
that
some
headline
terrible
somewhere. I didn't
things.
get into it. But what did they say about Fred's wife?
I think I was listening to somebody said they say some awful things that I don't want to say it on here because it's just stuff that you don't say.
You know, Eagles fans and the whole fan base, they just got no class. You know what? You see, what you do is you get on the nerves, you get on the wrong side of a football player. Fred Warner is a little more intelligent than that, and he knows what they're doing.
Yes.
So, you know what? I look forward to this.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait till this game gets
I don't know if you've seen the video of the Buffalo player pushing an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Because of all the shit he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got, I don't know if he said some stuff because it wasn't, you couldn't hear nothing, but I'm thinking it was some foul stuff that he probably said.
Well, you can bet that. But did you see that clip also? The Bills were going over the stands. The stands are going nuts. And a bunch of guys were over just talking major crap, I guess. And about 5 Bills coming over the stands. I said, what? Oh, my God. Usually football players conduct themselves in a fashion where let them talk, don't get involved, fines will be issued, right? 5 Bills running over the stands, and the dude's just still standing there. What? I said, let's see. What he wants to do is for you to smack him, and now he's got a lawsuit pending against that team, that person, everything else. Don't hit him. Don't touch him. See, okay, Philly needs some policing. They really do.
Yes, they do. That's the reason why a lot of people do not like to go to Philly games, because of stuff like that. And, that's why they're always filling up the stands. You see hardly any other people there. The only way, unless you have a friend that's an Eagles fan and, you're with him, then probably maybe they won't say nothing, but they're one of the
class
worst
fans in the league, boy. I tell you what, I can't. You know what? That's fine. We're playing them in. Well, I got enough mules on my team. They'll be reduced to nothing but conversation. Ain't nobody coming down on the field. All I need is Trent Williams. You know, come
Yeah.
on down. Bunch of clowns.
Yeah, and plus,
Anyway.
when we beat them, you're just gonna see Trent Williams laughing at them, like they did the Cowboys.
Oh God, man, enjoy that so much. Bethel, we gotta go though, Phil. Let me see you tomorrow because I can't stop talking about this game. I can see
Actually,
right now.
it's my birthday today. I don't know.
Oh, let me do it right now. Happy Niners birthday to Bethel. Happy Niners birthday to Bethel. Happy Niners. Get ready to beat up on some Philly ass birthday to you. Bethel, happy birthday,
Thank
Phil.
you, Ronbo.
All right. Hey,
Punch
be
the
back.
like and let's go Niners.
Be back tomorrow, Phil. Happy birthday. Talk to you.
All right. Thank you, Ron.
Yeah, my pleasure. And we go. Bernard Bryan says they're going to try to hurt CMC. I know, right? I think. Eagles fans are going to be Eagles fans. Be careful if you're going to Lincoln Financial Field. Vegas line just means more money is coming for the 49ers. Tony pointing out stuff that a lot of people weren't aware of, including me. You know, Vegas does manipulate behaviors, don't they? All sports, NBA, NFL. Not so much baseball fans are a different breed. But you know, there's a lot of manipulation going on in major sport in America. Why? Because it's billions and billions of dollar industries. And anytime there's money involved, there's going to be evil involved. Hey, Steven.
Yeah, whatever, Ronbo.
Steven, where's your
Yeah,
place?
can you hear me?
Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I just put the baby to sleep.
Oh, I thought you're trying to be quiet. I thought you had some kind of bad cold.
No.
Steven, I know
he's
you're
cold,
paying.
man.
You want him to hurry up and go to sleep because he's driving you nuts, and you got to be quiet, but you're on the phone. What do you do? Come on,
Run
Steven.
out of the
You got
room
to
as
use your
quietly as
dad
possible.
skills now. Okay, go ahead. I don't want to laugh because if he wakes up, it's going to be bad.
Oh, I know it's gonna be bad, Ronbo. It's about to be what? It's 10:40. About to be 11. Oh,
Yeah, it's late. You know? If he wakes up, he's going to be up till 2 o'clock. But if you can keep it down, go ahead, Steven, because I'm talking about this game, man. I'm telling you right now, there's something rotten in Denmark. Now, I do know the Eagles are, I'm not going to say they're not a good team, but I do wonder about what's going on
They're
now.
mediocre.
Yeah, you know, they're getting away with things they shouldn't even get away with. Remember the Vikings last year went 10-0 before the roof fell in? I have a feeling the Eagles may be that same team. I mean, you got Reddick turning around and
Ronbo,
talking about, man, go ahead.
we had a perfect score at one point too, and then we took a nasty loss against who? The Seahawks, and they weren't even that good.
Yeah.
That was our first loss in the entire season. We were 10-0.
Oh, yeah. What year was that?
2019.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the problem with that too, Ronbo, is that when teams are undefeated for a very long time, they've got a good win streak, and they start to kind of overlook other teams. You know, and so far from what I've seen is the Eagles are mediocre. They let small teams get by, almost winning the game. Good teams. I would even go ahead and say this season Kansas City is mediocre as well. Buffalo almost beat them. These are close games for them. They're not like, oh, they kicked the shit out of them.
No,
these are close
they're
games.
not kicking the shit out of everybody. That's a great point. Nobody. They escape each and every week. Every week they escape. The Cowboys just messed up. They just flat out screwed up. They should have won that game. Although I didn't know who to root for. But I had to support the Cowboys because I don't want them getting no one loss, but the Jets didn't. Sure.
No, the Jets locked them up. The Jets had every reason, and then they shut them down with the interception. So, I mean, this game will tell whether or not who's going to go to the Super Bowl or not. And if the 49ers just so happen to shut them down, which I hope they do, it'd be great. I mean, we got Nick Bosa and Chase Young. No flashy shit, no experimental shit. Steve Wilkes, just play it like it is. We got, what's his name, Robert Beal Jr. coming back off of IR. We've got, unfortunately, we don't got George Odom, which sucks, but, I mean,
yeah.
We have John
but you know what? What's his name? What's his name? I just talked about it a little while ago.
Jair Brown?
Is he the one that came off the IR? I think you're right. No, Jair's been playing.
Is it? Yeah, it's Jair Brown.
I think you're right. Did you see him run down? He came from the opposite side of the field, came down. Who did we play this past weekend? Anyway, he ran the dude down from behind and dragged him down. And the dude's not slow. Was that?
The only thing, here's another thing that Buffalo exposed Philadelphia for was that run game. Look at how many times they were running the ball. Look at how many times Singletary got the ball and ran it right through for
and
every first down.
Deep slashes. I mean, 10 first
there
downs back to back.
Five consecutive run
Ian
plays.
Sharp,
They couldn't stop him.
Luter Jr., yes.
Oh,
He's
Luter,
back.
yeah.
Did you see Luter in that play? That was brilliant.
You know who else is back, Ronbo? Spencer Burford.
Yeah.
Spencer Burford's back, which I think is phenomenal. We need him.
And Womack. On spec. You know, Womack does not get enough love, but that dude makes a difference. He really does.
Oh, he does. He absolutely does. Samuel Womack is, for lack of a better word, a game changer. He's a solid player. He's a solid, consistent player. And then on top of that, too, we have Deommodore Lenoir. We have Embry Thomas, who's our speedster. We have Travarius Ward. If you can get, not get called on PIs too many times, I think we'll be okay. Granted, I don't know. I do agree with you. Something's up. I feel like if the 49ers start doing good, refs are going to start calling some bullshit-ass plays saying, oh, you tugged him, you did this, you did that, last year.
This is television ratings. They got to do little strange little things that they've been trained in, apparently, to tilt things as much as they can. A blowout against the Eagles from the 49ers does not do the NFL any good. The repercussions are that in the future, if it ends up being the Eagles versus the 49ers, that could be big theater if they can keep that game down. They want that to be final 49ers versus Eagles in the last game. It's sons of bitches, man.
That Ronbo and the fact that we have to keep Hassan Reddick away from Brock Purdy because that man plays to hurt. I don't know if you noticed this, but he plays dirty. Hassan Reddick plays hella dirty.
You see, that's why. Remember, what was that big offensive lineman we had back in the day with Harbaugh? The both of them.
Not Joe Staley.
No, not Staley. Staley was a good guy. I'm talking about the guy on the end, the
Mike
guard.
Iupati?
No, Iupati was another nice guy too. Name the other two guys. They were the guys. The Rhino was one.
Oh, Boone, Alex Boone.
Alex Boone was one enforcer, and the other guy was on the other side. Both of them, they would hunt people down if you did something that they didn't appreciate. Used to. Tony text Boone. Davis. Yes, Davis also.
Oh my God.
They would hunt people down.
If we had that offensive line now, Ronbo, we would have at least 4 or 5 rings. Jimmy G would be untouched. Trey Lance would have had a great career start. Brock Purdy would have had a phenomenal, jump in. I mean, if we had Alex Boone, Joe Staley, Mike Iupati, and then I forgot the other gentleman's name. But if we had all of them,
Anthony Davis, yeah, man. Anyway, fam, we got to go before you wake up my dude. Don't wake him up. All right. I'll be back tomorrow. I can't stop talking about this game. It's making me crazy. I know I'm going to be bouncing off the walls during the game. Whoa, this is going to be crazy because I want to beat this team so bad.
Well, you know who the team to beat, Ronbo? You know who the real team to beat is? Believe it or not, it's the Ravens.
I know, right?
The Ravens.
But I actually have respect for them. See? Okay. Anyway, that's coming up soon, too. I'll be back.
Yeah.
All right.
It's crazy. Ronbo.
I'll see you tomorrow. Okay?
You have a great night.
You too.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Night. Oh, man. It's not like football. They make you crazy, right? I mean, I watch the NBA and I watch baseball to some degree, but football gets you pumped. Hey, Tony!
Good evening, Ronbo. Good evening. And
Hey, congratulations on the win
Frazier.
yesterday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Desmond Ritter threw another pick in the red zone right at the goal. You got to stop doing that.
You know, is his second year?
Yes.
Yeah. Some quarterbacks need a little minute. They got to have that happen to them to realize what they got to do different, you know? He'll be all right.
Your favorite quarterback, David Carr, threw one. They were driving. He threw it, and Jesse Bates jumped the route, 92-yard interception. I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't watched them. I've been looking at all the highlights. I've been watching Red Zone. I didn't get to because Red Zone goes on for 8 hours. I didn't watch everything, but I'm gonna go back and look for that.
If the playoffs were to start today, we would be the fourth and last seed as far as division winners.
Yeah.
We would play the Cowboys.
Oh, wouldn't you love that? Because the
I would
boys,
love that.
the boys, man, they got 2 or 3 Achilles heels. And while Dak's beating up on these sub 500 teams, I don't know why people think, and they're giving the Cowboys all kind of love. The Cowboys are what did they call the Cowboys or Dak? They were saying all kind of just wonderfully glorious, just accolade after accolade. I said, what are you? Oh my God, who did they just play?
And Joy Taylor saying today he's the MVP candidate. I turned the channel as soon as I heard her say that.
You know, if Joy Taylor wasn't so
Stay out
fine,
their mind.
if she wasn't so hot, she would really burn me up. Every time she says something now, I just want to turn the TV off. But I'm so busy looking at her. I said, you know, Joy, you better be glad you look so good because you know what? You be saying things that make no sense. She comes in, well, and she's always talking badly about the 49ers. And she'll start it off, and she'll look like she's speaking logic, and she'll point this out, she'll point that out. And everybody at the panel, Acho especially, be sitting there, what? See, you know what? Don't let her get, Acho, say something back to her. You know, oh, God. Anyway.
Actually, Ronbo, Acho is the only one that said something good about the Niners today.
He always does. Acho is a 49er fan. I have to say, Acho's actually biased. I've noticed this for a couple of years, maybe longer.
And
yeah,
go
ahead.
I don't like McCoy, Shady LaShawn McCoy.
Oh, he is the worst. That is, boys, he should wear a hat that says Homer. He's still a Philly fan. Huge Philly fan.
And that's okay because he's arrogant. So he's talking about he's the greatest Philly running back ever because he's Philly's all-time leading wrestler. No, he's not. Wilbert Montgomery from the 70s.
Oh.
And this is before even us was born, Ronbo, because I'm a historian.
Yeah.
Steve Van Buren, the Hall of Fame running back, are the best Eagle running backs ever.
You know, they had. I've been looking back on history like that. Alty, wait. Alty, what? Is there a guy named Alty Taylor?
Alty Taylor? Who did he play for?
I thought he was. Yeah. Well, I thought he was an Eagle.
Alty Taylor. I thought he was a Lion.
Oh, wait, you're right. Because, you know, Shady's good. I ain't going to take that away from him. He's going to the Hall of Fame. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
You don't think so?
He's got yards. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. No, I don't think so.
Well, I'm glad you think so. I'll take your side because I don't like him.
Mm-mm.
Ever since he got on television,
I don't like him either.
Every time he opens his mouth, he just sets me on fire.
Yep.
And every time Acho says something about any other team, he whoa. What are you? Shut up. Make a point.
Yep.
You ain't made one yet.
Well, Shady, you played with Kansas City on that Super Bowl team. Yeah, but he wasn't a contributor. He was riding the bench.
Yeah. He was just over there. in case they needed him.
Yeah. Taking up space.
Shady's a Brock Purdy believer. Is Shady a Brock Purdy believer, really? Seems like he said some pretty negative things. Shady doesn't believe in the 49ers. He thinks they're phony, from what I can gather. Yeah, anyway.
Well, it takes one to know one.
You're so shady, man. God, him and Joy. And she says it's
Ronbo,
so
this
cute
matchup.
when she says it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, she is. I have to look in her eyes, because if I look down at her, she'll get mad. You know what I mean? Look at those headlights.
Look, she's well endowed, isn't she? She knows it too. Joy knows she's hot. That's why she can say anything I want to say. I'm Joy Taylor. Joy,
and that's why she's putting them out there too, putting them things out there on display, trying to be slick.
You ain't.
Yep.
Anyway, but go ahead. What else you was gonna say?
The matchups. We got the matchups for the game on Sunday. Fletcher Cox, I don't know if he's playing, but they got some nice defensive tackles. You know about the two kids from Georgia, Jordan Davis
Yeah, I know.
and Jalen Carter. You know about them.
No, I know about him. And
the interior's got a ball. Your interior's got a ball.
We can't. And on offensive line, they've, because we're the kind of offensive line that beats you with finesse. We like to run the ball, get our guys out there in the open and create a path. Well, you know what? The Eagles are not going to allow that if they're smart, as much as they can, try to hold things up at the line of scrimmage for them to have any kind of a chance. So, but Kyle Shanahan, being a brilliant individual he is, I don't care what anybody says about him, I know he's got a plan.
Are you guys going to double A.J. Brown?
I wonder. Because
you know you got Devonta Smith up that number 2 receiver on the other side, the Bama kid.
See, I'm not worried about him due to the fact that I have got a resurrected the kid we just drafted 2 years ago. All of a sudden woke up. He can step with Devontae. You know what?
Yeah, and I saw.
You're right.
I saw Jason Kelsey had a couple of illegal
Jumps.
procedure penalties yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep. But see, Ronbo, what I hate about the NFL, do you know for 2.5 quarters, 7-17 in the third quarter, half of the third quarter was going. The score was 17-7 Buffalo. How the hell did Philly score 27 points in a quarter and a half in overtime? That should never happen.
And they did it with such an ease that it looked like it had been rehearsed, didn't it? Know, why you guys are doing a good job against them a few minutes ago. What the hell happened? Just because you took a break now, all of a sudden they're better? It does worry me at times.
I don't get it. And I'm shocked, Rambo. The Rams have been playing over their heads.
I know. You noticed that?
The same record as us. I can't believe that.
Well,
it still ain't going nowhere.
They got a bunch of newbies that are maybe coming around a little bit, but they're not going to still beat a good team. Not yet. I wonder is what's his name going to stay there? The quarterback going to stay there again next year?
I have no idea. Their salary cap is whack. Them, they're a terrible organization.
Yeah, because they don't know how to. Yeah, you're right.
Are they going to go young? Well, I did hear, like I was saying, they're at the number 7 pick. They're going to drop down if they keep winning, because they're going to try to trade up with the Bears to get one. The Bears got the first and the second overall because they got Carolina's pick that they're on. So they're going to try to trade up.
Did you see that discussion they had about the Bears quarterback? And they were just talking loud right on TV. The guys in the booth. Man,
yeah. Well,
I felt
he
sorry
can't
for
read
him.
defenses, Ronbo. And I don't want him in the Atlanta. Justin Fields. I didn't want him on draft day, and I don't want him. He can't read defenses.
Apparently,
he can't. He can't. I mean, I'm just being honest.
No, he can run. And this is always worries about quarterbacks that didn't polish their skills as far as throwing the ball. They can run all day, but when it comes to having to stand there and do something, it takes a minute. So I don't know.
I think y'all's receivers should attack their corners, though.
Oh, Bradbury? Listen, everybody, but Deebo loves to talk about him. Slay's not bad. You don't want to mess with him anymore, but Slay can't guard my wide receiver. I don't know what's going on with me today. I've got. You know what? I'm so pumped up. I can't think. You know, you get to go blind. I can't wait till this game is played. But he can't. I got two receivers. They can't guard.
Talk about Deebo.
No, Deebo. Yeah, Deebo's gonna be fine because he likes playing against Brad.
Talk about Ayuk.
Ayuk. They don't have.
Ayuk.
Yeah, they don't have anybody that can guard Ayuk. Ayuk runs some of the most.
They got the former second-round pick, the Cleveland Greedy Williams is their number 3 corner. I think y'all can exploit that matchup with Greedy Williams out of LSU with Jawan Jennings.
Yeah.
I think Jawan Jennings will eat him alive.
Physically, Jawan will just beat him up because he's too small.
And Ronbo, your defensive ends got to keep. You know, I harp on this. I say this all the time. Chase, Nick, Cleveland, stay outside. Please don't fall inside and let Jalen Hurts bounce outside. Make that bastard run inside. Do not let him get outside. You want to run?
No.
You're going to be running inside when there's help waiting on your ass.
That's why there's only been 4 guys up in front. And I got some of the most sideline to sideline pursuers. I mean, between Fred.
LBs. Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead, run. And you know they're prepared for this.
Tear him up. Greenlaw, tear him up.
We gonna go. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, Tony. Let me see you. Tomorrow, I can see right now I can't stop talking about this game before it happens.
And try to get some sleep, Rob. I heard you say you losing sleep over this game. I heard you say that earlier.
You know, because I don't want to lose this game. To hear, man, that fool talk about, y'all, he's still talking about that hit he put on my quarterback like he does that all the time. Okay, you know what?
That's last year. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. Today's a gift. That's why they call it the present.
You're gonna get
Forget about that
all game long like you never have been before. Tell you what, Tony.
I think Jalen Hurts gonna take a beat. I think their offensive line ain't gonna be able to guard y'all's defensive line. I really believe that.
I'm convinced of it. Let me see tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you what. I can't wait till this weekend.
I got some more to talk to you about this game tomorrow because y'all got to stop DeAndre Swift. Don't let him get started.
No, I know he's out there running back.
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
All right. Night, Tony. Appreciate you. All right.
Good night, sir.
Good night, Tony. Oh man, this is the week, huh? This is the most intense week of the season. The Eagles. Because you remember what they did to us last week? I can't wait till I get to this weekend. Fam, I'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, I can't stop talking about this stuff. Have a great night. Thanks for the contributions. Always appreciated. Hit that like and subscribe, please. We'll see you in just a little while, actually. Night.